Hey, what's up, family? I thought I'd drop some jewels today. I'm in Chrome and haramba, 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 and I'm gonna go into at the same time while I'm talking to you. This is great stuff right here. While I'm talking to you, I'm gonna go into Clubhouse because there are some great conversations in here. You all need to know it goes down in the clubhouse. I mean, it goes down in the clubhouse. Let me also bring myself on screen for you, just to add some some looks, so you see this me, son. There you go. I would love to bring you all into my world to show you just how it's going down. So you see my opacity. I'll bring you over there. I'm going to also reduce my screen. And let's see. Let's go ahead and put me over here. Over her, right? And then before I go into, let me go. I should let me see something here. This is awesome. This is awesome. Awesome. Let me make sure I'm live. Yep, I'm live. What's up, family? What is up? What is up? What is up? I'm excited for Friday. I'm fucking excited today. I'm showing you something that can broaden your perspectives. I've been so enlightened recently. I've been so blessed recently, and I'm like, yo, why can't I do this with other people, for other people? So, mm, mm, that coffee good. So I'm gonna go into my clubhouse. Let's see who's talking right now. They're having great conversations. They're talking about cannabis, credit, and business Q&A. Okay, here I am.
And mutually beneficial thing is to come and empower each other. Squash all these dumbass beefs that people got for no fucking apparent reason. And let's get to this money and
Let's
change
get this money.
and change lives and build families and do the things that we're supposed to do. We trying to we're giving financial transformation. Come on, if we gonna do it, we finna everybody finna go, everybody finna get some care credit, everybody finna get their body snatched, everybody finna get their family life together. So that's what it is. We don't know how to collaborate healthy. We can't have those healthy conversations.
I love this.
Yeah. Thank you. Love it, love it. Yeah. So like for instance, I be like I be wanting to adopt certain little credit repair people, but then they be so Veronica said they be so extra. I'm like, bro, just follow the process. Say it again. I don't want to do this. Well, what the fuck do you want to do? Cause you want to make no money. Say it again.
Hey, Portia, please share the folder with the room. Let them have the juice.
Okay.
Stop holding it to yourself. No, look, we've been through a curve. The whole world's been through a curve, right? Everything is going down because of Corona. It is a great. It's unfortunate we have deaths, but what it's doing is it's flattening the landscape. The haves are no longer the haves. The have-nots, unfortunately, are no longer the have-nots. We are empowered. We're being empowered by people's voices, by the resources. We're sharing resources. A lot of this stuff is free now because of access and because of conversations and because of the internet. So let's share it. Let's just share and let's let these butterflies blossom. Let these birds fly because people you never know what a person with an idea can do with some financial backing. You feel me? Some wherewithal, some mojo, some money in their bank account. That's what I'm talking about because it's happened for me. I was homeless for a good 2 years here in Atlanta. I was living in a van. I have photos, I have video, I have the whole nine. When I do a documentary, it's going to be very powerful of how I moved from being in a van and working out of Starbucks, not working as an employee in Starbucks, but working out of Starbucks with my little laptop and then building my brand until the point that Starbucks contracted me contracted me, gave me checks for producing jazz and comedy shows in the store every week. You feel me? In the store every week. And then I leveled up and got to a travel trailer. Then I leveled up. That was my last publishing check. And then I leveled up and I'm in a 5-bedroom house. Now I have 3 houses. And I did all of that in 10 years. So I'm telling you, if I did it, you can too. Don't let life get you down. This coronavirus is a joke to me because it's all it is another challenge that I'm going to overcome or that I'm overcoming. And if people could see it like I see it, I think they'd have a brighter perspective on life.
And a global reset.
I do it like it's a lot of entrepreneurs. When we first got into when we first came into the pandemic, everybody know my mentor is Jewish, and so you didn't hear me say nothing about the pandemic, or you didn't even hear me speak on it. And he was like, no, it was for me to position and pivot and find out where my place and where my voice really was in this time. And through this whole thing, I've transitioned maybe 3 to 4 times, that I was telling people position pivot, position pivot, position pivot, because we were turning ideas and passion into profit and income, and we should continue to do that, because in this environment, for me, this environment is where millionaires are made. You probably, everybody on here is a millionaire, just probably don't see it, it don't reflect in your bank account yet. But this is the environment that millionaires are made of, and we should govern ourselves accordingly. And we have to get out of that poverty mindset. We want to make 6 figures, but we don't want to get that 6-figure mindset. We want the 6 figures, but we don't want to make the sacrificial sacrifices to get there. Because guess what? Sometimes you're not going to be able to go out and hang out with your friends because you got to put your business plan together. You can't go do this because, hey, I need to purchase this particular system for my business. So when we get to that point and we so busy worried about who doesn't support us, it's not about who don't support you. It's for the people who do support, who are supporting you. They could be supporting you silently, because we never know who's watching us till we get to success.
That's very like the mindset piece is something that people just really can y'all hear me okay? I'm sorry, I'm driving my kids to the lunch, but
Yeah.
So the thing with the mindset, like around this time last year, I quit credit repair for like 2 months because I was like, forget them, they can figure it out on their own. Because
Girl, I'm with you. See, my little breakdown. She had to say, shit together.
well, no, I was done. I wasn't taking no more clients. I wasn't advertising. I'm not fooling with you people. And for like 2 months, and it took me a minute. And one day I'm faith-based. So one day it was like, Shannon, I'm like, yes, Lord. Sis, what are you doing? I'm sitting here focusing on, I got to spend $70 to service every client of every, or 70 cents for every dollar. And I ain't making nothing but $30, instead of me thinking, okay, well, you are still making 30 cents per dollar. Figure out a way to reduce your cost so you can increase, your margin. So I think it's a mindset thing, and I think it's about having the conversation, excuse me, guys, in a dialogue, and being able to be honest and transparent about where you are, and constantly be willing to embrace the mindset changes and challenges as they happen, because your mindset's going to change when you're challenged. It doesn't just change in a comfortable space. When you are uncomfortable, that's typically when you're in a growth phase, and you have to embrace that. So I'm sorry, guys. You have to embrace that so you can get to the next place of where you need to be. It's like the gentleman just said. He's like, I was showing up every day, and I was homeless, which I understand that feeling, because we were evicted when we had like a 3-year-old and like a 2-week-old, and we were evicted and had to live in shared housing. I had it happen again. Something else happened where I lost a job. I had something else. I just kept having stuff happen. And it's like he said, you're either going to push through it or else you're going to sit there and let it do what it does. Now, mindset, just push beyond. Like he said, like CC said, there's millionaires, we're all millionaires in the room. It just hasn't shown or manifested ourselves to us openly, but we're there. So everybody just be encouraged. That's all I'm saying. Y'all speaking the truth.
I mean, you can have $1 million idea, but you so scared somebody else. Well, and then you get comparison syndrome, right? That means you looking at how everybody else is doing, and you lose sight of your vision. Okay, and that's why I don't believe in blueprints. Okay, I don't never want nobody to say, "Oh, CC said me the blueprint." I'm like, I can't help you, because if I'm telling you the blueprint for my house, and you like, "Hey, I like how my house live, and I build my house on a hill," and you trying to build yours in the middle of the swamp, we gonna come up with two different issues. Well, the CC, when I tried to do this happened for me. Well, that didn't happen to me because we trying to build our house on two different foundations in two different ways, and this is what people do. They're trying to get what I did because he's successful, and then they trying to build it on top of what they think. That's not right. How about we say, like I said, how about we peel this back, and then we help you build this business. And I believe people like, oh, I want to build my business from the ground up. I said, oh no, you finna build that ass backwards. You build your business from the roof down, because if it rains, it's gonna destroy everything on the inside. No, I build business from the roof down, and I had did this picture. So this is how some of y'all people build your house. The roof was the foundation, and the foundation was the roof. Because guess what? Whatever trickling down, okay, when it all comes down to it, it's the money. So if the money is going to trickle into the business, and then it's going to, as it trickle into the business, it's going to go up to make more wealth for you to expand your business. If you're trying to build it from the ground up and you get an influx of clients, where it's gonna go? Then it's gonna make you stagnant because you're gonna have to stop. I can't take clients to build a roof or to go to expand. Because you got all of these email marketing, you didn't so they told you, oh, you gotta get an email list, you gotta get this, you didn't got an email list and you don't even know how to take the payments from the people.
Hmm.
Or you didn't set up all this business and you got a private page trying to make public money. This how they gonna find you to pay you. They can't even find you to pay you.
Say it.
I'm like, what y'all be doing?
Broken links.
Like, yeah. Somebody said broken links. They do, and I'm like, you need to be doing a monthly checkup on your thing. Those were, and then people like, oh, I got to get automation. I said, what is you automate, sis? What's your workflow? What you mean? So now you brought my workflow in my automation. If something happened to me, it ain't gonna work. So that means you finna go tear it all back down because you bought somebody else's process and not yours. You don't
I know it, and I know that from experience. What she talking about?
Now they got. You don't know what keystrokes they have. Even if I miss a step in my automation, I know how to pick up where it left off. But if I'm selling a portion of my automation where I missed that key step in my automation, it's not gonna make sense to her. If you don't, and you have to know what automation is. You have to know automation is a system and a process that takes the place of a person. You have
Absolutely.
you have to know where your automation start and you start. Where your automation start and stop and you start and stop.
Hey, Cece. By the way, on that point of automation, readers are leaders, guys. You know how Malcolm said, hide it in a book. There's a book that changed my life relating exactly to what you said, automation, and it's called The E Myth. And the E Myth, if you're not familiar, guys, is one of the best selling business books on the Wall Street Journal list for the last decade or so. And the guy who wrote it basically talks about systems. And systems is what enables you to be free. Yeah, good credit. Yeah, having cash flow. Yeah, having multiple revenue streams. But we only have 24 hours in a day. And like right now, I'm multitasking. I'm building a web page for myself, and I'm live, by the way, on Facebook. But at the same time, I'm having conversation with you. And so systems, that's real time though. We only have 24 hours in a day. So what can you do to set it up so that you can make automatic money, whether you're sleeping or awake or doing some other, odd job. So yeah, I didn't want to take over what you were saying, CC, but systems is everything.
Yes, because most people in the credit repair space, they show you the front end of that system, but they don't show you the ugly, messy back end of
Say
the
it.
system.
Say
They
that
don't. They don't show
again.
you that.
Yeah. And
They
the
don't.
thing
They
is,
don't show you that messy part of entrepreneurship, and it goes back to something Relentless said about the email. Okay, we're absorbing all of this information on Clubhouse. How are you implementing and executing what you're learning, or are you just a consumer of information? You're just consuming content.
Man, I met a few people on here, and we building. We ain't got time. We ain't got time. I'm 55 years old. I don't have time. We just lost five great, big, huge icons in the last 12 months, and if you count 18 months, there's another six behind that. You know what I mean? And we lost people that were just starting to get hold of their potential. Like just like back in my day, Tupac was just getting hold of his potential. He was just starting to grasp what it was like to be a leader. You know what I mean? And so was Nipsey years later. So what are we gonna do with this real time? We got to do something with this real time and make it work now. And so that it helps me. It makes me feel good to help other people. I'm here in Atlanta. I've went from homelessness to happiness, and fortunately got my my notoriety on a global scale with my writing my novels and my book deals and film deals. But how can I give it back at a time that everybody's crying help? And I'm telling you, this cry for help, I've felt this already. I already been here and overcome this. I didn't. At one point, I didn't know where my next penny was coming from or my next meal. At one point, I was wondering how I'm going to heat heat my environment. My environment was my car, or my environment was my van. And when I go into the Walmart parking lot and I see people with all kinds of stuff in their car, I already know what that is. I already know what that is when they got pillows in their car and coat racks and clothing racks in their car and plastic containers in their car. I already know what that is. But how can we come up out of that? How can we help each one teach one, right? How can we help using all these resources to come up out of that? Cuz I came up, I know you can come up out of it. Hey, what's up, Pops?
Absolutely. What are we doing to help transform people? Um, it goes back to: are you a consumer of content, or are you a creator of content? Consumer of content, that means you're just consuming content, you taking notes and you never put them into action. A creative content is you create a narrative, you create steps by step, you ask questions, and you're having conversation with the people. That means you're a creator of content. Don't always be a consumer of content. Consume content, but you create as much content as you consume. So that means you're cycling it through. Don't worry about who doesn't get it. The people that is meant for in this season, they're going to get it. I tell people, okay, if a door is open for you, it's yours to freely walk in and out of. If a door is closed for you, it's not your door to purchase. It's not your place to purchase the keys to open the door for you to go in. It wasn't your door to go in. And that's where we go in and we get caught up in a lot of things because we're trying to sit at a table that people don't want us to sit at. That's not meant for us at that moment, trying to go in and purchase and open a door that was closed to us. And when you have a door that you can freely walk in and out of, it doesn't mean that door won't open for you. It's just not open for you at that moment. Know where you are in your entrepreneurial process. Know where you are in your personal development. Because when we're not confident about where we are, we start making irrational, reactive decisions. And I know what that looks like because I have.
Man, man, I guess everybody's quiet. This is deep conversation. And I'm sure some of you are at work, which is funny to me because, hey, you gotta, and I don't mean funny in the sense I'm laughing at you, but go ahead and get that check. And if you are allowed to have headphones on, build your personal esteem, build your personal resources, build your your awareness. That's what this is, a sense of awareness. That's what's going on in Clubhouse. It's a sense of awareness. And if you can build on that while you're getting that check, you're winning. You're winning. I'm gonna drop you a jewel, by the way. Somebody out there don't know where their next dollar is coming from. Somebody out there, but you got a little gas in the tank and you know where your local Goodwill is. Well, guess what? In Goodwill, there's jewels, there's diamonds, there's low-hanging fruit. Um, I picked up 4 chrome wheels. Was it the day before yesterday? 4 chrome wheels. These wheels on eBay or online, if I search them, used, they sell for $100 or more each. I got them for $15 each. In fact, I got them for less than that because it was Tuesday, and Tuesday they give 55. They give 25% off for if you're 55 or older. I'm 55, so I'm gonna flip those. Probably make $400 off of the 4. Actually, probably 350 off of the 4 wheels. At the same time I bought those wheels, I grabbed some books that cost me less than $3 each. One of those books already sold by the next day on Amazon for close to $40. And so the come up is real, guys. The jewels are out there. You could do this anywhere in the country. It's not just here in Atlanta. You could do this anywhere in the country. There's low-hanging fruit. There's diamonds. There's jewels out there. Don't sleep on it thinking, oh, I'm not a salesperson, or oh, I'm not a store, or oh, you know what? The same old is not the same old anymore. It's not. Corona has changed all of that. She done got in our asses from the tutor to the scooter. And she basically told us, and I use that wrongly for a purpose. But I'm trying to keep it clean if I can. And I'm just saying, like, like I said earlier, the top people are feeling it and the bottom people are feeling it. And so I don't know if you know, in Atlanta, they done took they trying to push the homeless folks into the daggone interstate. The homeless people down here, they have created like a tent city, and they threw some tents near the highway, a place where, people just driving by. Of course, there's a lot of resources driving by, and people will stop and share their resources with these folks. They got everything out there from gym equipment to wash basins and everything. And this is life right now for them. It may not be life forever, but it's life for them right now. Well, the city of Atlanta, and I'll say the city of Atlanta because everybody's responsible for our people. They put big boulders like big rocks, all along the side of the thruway where these folks make their home. And so now these people can't even live over there because, you can't sleep on rocks and climb rocks. You'll hurt yourself. And so, yeah, it's not safe to be homeless. It's not safe to live on the side of the thruway. You definitely are putting yourself in harm's way because where they're located is on a curve. And if y'all know curves on interstates and exits, curves are dangerous because people come around those curves the wrong way all the time. And they flip their cars and they kill themselves. And you know what? They clean that shit up in an hour or two and you don't even know about it next day. But if you're homeless over there and you're living in a tent, you're putting yourself in harm's way. So there's pros and cons to it. There's all kinds of arguments. At the end of the day, I'm telling you that the landscape has changed, and the only constant thing is change. And there's some resources out here in the world, guys, that can change your lives. All my single moms out there, all my homeless brothers out there. There's things that you can grab onto for hope and increase. And a lot of it is based on this platform and other platforms like it. Don't sleep on this. Keep your antennas up. Keep your receptors up, because life isn't over. It's this. You still got a lot of living to do. My dad is 90 years old. Next month, on the 18th, he turns 90. I am 55 years old. By the grace of God, I got all my hair, and I'm still working out, still doing pull-ups. But my dad is 90, and I'm gonna tell you something. Dad went through his entire life with one leg, and they amputated it when he was headed to the Brooklyn Dodgers. He was a superstar baseball player, and he got a prosthesis and went on and built a chain of stores. And he went on to be one of the biggest entrepreneurs that Mount Vernon, New York has ever seen. But all my life, that's all I've seen is this limp, this slight limp. To me, it was like a swagger. It was like he was Joe Cool coming down the block. You know what I mean? Maybe to a lot of other people too. Maybe they didn't know he was missing a leg. But you couldn't tell he was missing a leg because he was doing the work of 10 men, maybe 100 men. How many people out there have no arms or, no, or one leg, or both arms and both legs ain't doing shit? So my reference in life is my dad, because I watched this and I watched him be resourceful with one leg, and he had a staff, and he hired people, and he paid people, and he did the right thing according to the way of the world at the time. And so this corona don't mean shit to me, because in my DNA, that's all I know is survival and overcoming. And I'm not saying that everybody's not built with these genes though, but you can learn from us by listening, by paying attention, by putting some of these tools to work for you. Because I'm Jay and Bay ain't on here talking to you, and neither are some of the sports stars are, because they ain't got nothing else to do. But some of the people that got the juice, they not out here sharing it like me. So it fires me up to be an asset to you, to help you move forward, to help you create increase in your life, to help you get the ebooks that you want to get. I'm right now, as I'm talking to you, I'm building a web page. I'm creating a new link tree. I'm not going to just sit and just accept what they doing as a link tree. Link tree is just a web page, basically a page. I create pages every day. I'm creating a page so I can, look fresh in the world. And so I'm doing it live so people can see how I'm doing it. So I'm teaching while I'm talking. I'm multitasking, but at the same time, I'm giving resources. I'm giving resources out here. So I want to say hi to you, CC. Appreciate you letting me in the room and speak. And Miranda, hello. Portia, Shannon, hello. Lena, hello. Kiana. Hey, Erica, I seen you somewhere before in another room. And Carlos, hello, everybody. Be blessed. Have an amazing day. Know that your present does not dictate your future.
Thank you. I think we've done everything we need to do, so I'm gonna end it on.
All right. So that's a room, guys. The Go to Hell After show. Joe Budden, he's everywhere. Brandon, birthday, geniuses, almost interesting people. I'm gonna go into the genius room.
I tend to go in the rooms where I'm not an expert. I have jumped in a couple rooms where I can speak to my expertise, but I really came on here to learn things. The first room I ever went in was a VC room full of founders, and I was there for 4 hours taking notes. Not in there adding any value, really just learning. And two of the people that I found that in the rooms that I tend to frequent that give amazing advice and are really knowledgeable in terms of how to position yourself in those rooms, or if you're trying to find funding, or if you're related to tech and have these like sort of weird creative interests. our Nick Times Tribe. His name's Nick Barwaj, I believe. He's just one of these people that like he has a vast skill set, but he's very good in his specific domain, which is the VC world, and positioning people to grow their platforms in ways they don't necessarily approach from traditional methods. I think he just said he opened a kitchen incubator for folks who are interested in doing sort of social content and building brands and tech that are also making food. Like it's just these weird fusions of ideas that are actually really, I think, valuable, but trying to find funding for them. So Nick Times Tribe and also Wolf Times Lion. I think I pinged them both. Nick might be asleep because he's usually on the app and he's not in the app right now. But Wolf Times Lion is another person that gives just great advice. Not necessarily any advice that they've given to me, but just being in those rooms and seeing how they approach people's sort of unconventional problems. So I would definitely follow them. I don't follow a ton of people, but like if you look at who I follow, there's a lot of people that I'm not mentioning now that are just like really solid in their fields. So yeah, I'll be around. I'll definitely be trying to contribute. And you know, if there's anything that I can do to help, if people have questions for me, feel free to hit me up.
That was Nick Times Tribe and Wolf Times.
Songs in my head. I can't get it out now.
Yeah, I think I might have to re-record it in a hip hop way. I'm thinking about it.
Fire.
Great marketing.
Hey, yo, that was incredible. After jump, I appreciate this room. I'll come back if I can, but I wanted to defer my slot out of Shola, who is somebody that's on my list and an incredible person. So I'll see y'all later. Curtis, Xavier, Natalie, Duran, Alex, Carla, Emmanuel. Love y'all.
You too, Maceo.
Thank you so much, Maceo.
Bye, Maceo.
Next we have Michelle. How are you?
Hi everyone. Thank you so much. It's late here. It's in Italy, so I apologize if you hear bells ringing behind me in your churches everywhere. I want to thank you so much for holding this room. I hosted my first room yesterday, and it was kind of the same topic of share connections. That's my on this app because I'm totally here to share connections with people. And so the most interesting people that I've found on this app that are geniuses, I'll start with Dr. I'm going to possibly pronounce her name wrong, but Dr. Hadia Nicole Green. She is a cancer researcher. She has a foundation in terms of, and a cancer charity to treat cancer differently. She's coming up with some really unique treatments for the community, and her foundation is the Orly Smith Cancer Research Foundation. So her @ is @Dr. Hadia. The way she spells her name is HADIYAH Green, GREEN. But look her up. She's one of the people I follow. Super nice, super amazing, great work, and our community needs this kind of work. So I found just one of really stimulating, mind-blowing conversations. So I'm on here for like mind-expanding conversations, heartwarming conversations, and other fun things. Another person is Julia Coney, totally different field, wine.
What's up, Pops?
Not much. I'm try to
I
walk
love
machine.
Julia.
Okay.
She has a group on here, I think, for the love of wine. I met her in China, and she gave me a rundown of wines there. I'm currently in Italy. She gave me a full list of things here, and I think just
You looking for the
her
hose?
love and her
Yeah,
passion
the
in
vice
this.
grip. I got
Oh,
it.
the
And
vice
to be a
grip.
wine writer in a field that we know is not
Yeah,
always as
let me see. Let
acceptable
me get over there. I think I think
voting
there's some
black
vice
women,
grips
shall
over
we
there.
say. It's a very niche
I know there's
field.
some in the truck
And
right there. I think
just
they're
her
the
work,
nose.
her personal knowledge
Mhm.
going off the
But I
dome,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the warmness that she had in
if not,
her
it's downstairs in
recommendations,
that,
truly tailored to like, oh, if you're going to be a vegan and you're going to eat, you know, a wine from Italy to pair with your food. Just that conversation was just flowing, and it was such a good feel because sometimes after going in and learning in all of these rooms, you want to have some things that you can take away with you. And I just found that that was a really enjoyable experience to be in her club. And I'll limit it to those two, but thank you so much for doing this. I will be here every time you're doing
Little
this.
chilly,
Because, again,
guys.
this is why I'm on the app. I follow everyone here, and I'm always sharing connections.
Thank you, Michelle. This is the Genius Room. Everyone is delivering folks on here, not promoting yourself, just bigging up amazing people, interesting people, and a variety of different.
Xavier may have gotten the call. This is just me.
We may have lost him. All right, Natalie, do you have a few minutes? Or are you still doing your thing? What do you want to do?
I'll take 1 second and somebody else. I actually want to share somebody that was just added to the spreadsheet by Amanda Johnstone. Every time I'm in the room with Clarissa Silva, she's always sharing information, and I'm just saying. She's always sharing information. She's super like warm, and she has a little sassiness, and I sometimes I just sit back and listen. I'm one of those people, but I super enjoy like the evidence that she brings to the conversation. She's very fact based, so I love seeing Clarissa around these clubhouse streets.
All right, so Xavier, it sounds like you're back.
I am back.
All right. By the way, we have 109 folks in that clubhouse spreadsheet. So this is going to be a very robust conversation. Keep it going, Xavier. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just giving everyone the link that was in your profile and Natalie's profile, the Bitly link, bit.ly/CHGENIUS for everyone to look at the document, all the wonderful names you've been hearing so far.
Awesome.
And so those that are, I'm going to pass it on to our next moderator. Natalie, are you going to be introducing anyone else on the stage, or you want to pass that to Duran?
I'm taking notes, so go on ahead.
Duran, go ahead, take it away. Oh, we're mentioning individuals again. Well, earlier, maybe perhaps.
No. You're going to moderate too, and then pass it to the next moderator.
So am I mentioning two more people? No, you got
not in this tab.
Oh, I'm moderating two people.
Yeah. So the next two folks
All right, great.
are Keisha and.
Oh wow, this list is crazy.
Okay, I see you. All right, so I can moderate.
Holy shit.
Sean, who's on stage now, and Johanna.
Oh my god, this is resource. Oh shit, this is a big ass list. Okay, yeah, it's 100 something.
No worries, man. We're all listening in the background to some degree. Carla, how about you? Can you moderate the next two folks, Keisha and I think Valerie?
Yes, I would love to. So welcome to the stage, Keisha.
You got that.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh, there. Wow, this is
Hi,
crazy. Let me save this.
Good morning. Well, just hello everybody, wherever you are. I'm a brand strategist and purveyor of joy, and I've met three phenomenal people across this app, and personally in the life that I kind of want to plug. So first up, I have Nazali Scales. Unknown caller.
Hello, may I help you?
Hi, Mr. Gilmore.
Speaking.
Hi, this is Kelvin Bishop. How are you today?
I'm awesome.
Good. I'm calling on behalf, in regards to the inspection for property management company.
Right.
I've got you on my schedule from 2 to 5. I'm running early. Would it be okay if I come over within the next, say, 30 minutes?
Yeah. You're coming to fix or just assess?
No, what I'm doing is, I really wish property management would have explained this better to a lot of people. It's coming toward the end of the year. They don't even know what their houses look like. So what they contracted us to do in this regard is just come in, take perspective pictures of the house. So I just need to go and take pictures of the walls and stuff like that. I'm not looking for any one particular thing or anything like that. If you're having an issue, like say a sink is leaking or something like that, that still needs to be, conveyed back to property management. And we can only do what's on the work order. This is my work order, just come take pictures.
Gotcha. So you do a whole bunch of houses, not just this one.
Oh, correct.
Right.
No.
Yeah, because this house has been that house over there has been broken since we got the keys. They just basically slapped some paint and threw down some carpet and took my money. Um, and so I'm gonna be in court with them on the 15th, and so right now that's what I'm focused on. I'm putting my photos and my videos and my audio recordings together to take to the judge, and that's where my focus is right now. So if you can delay this inspection or whatever, that would be helpful because I don't really feel like getting up from my seat for that.
I understand completely. What I'll do,
Like next week Friday would be good.
yeah, I'll get in touch with my dispatch.
Sounds
and
good.
I'll let them know to reschedule for a week from today.
Okay, thanks. Have a good day. Bye.
Okay, you too.
Moved around and didn't go to your thing. And Alex, you went to be called the dollar, correct?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
You want me to go
Okay.
for some?
Yeah, because I'm still doing some work in the background. I guess we
Okay.
Gianna and Diddy May. Gianna?
I think the order
I think
got messed up.
there.
But yeah, I think I have Valerie next up in the queue. I don't know if we might need to be just to make sure that.
Valerie CTR?
Yeah. So Valerie is up next.
No.
I think the order got a little messed up.
I'm mistakenly moderating Gianna. I didn't know exactly what was going on. So I guess we go to
It's okay. It's alright.
Yeah, we'll go to Valerie after Gianna. My apologies.
Oh yeah, I'll be super quick. Sorry guys, it's a little confusion. But the two people I wanted to introduce to everyone if they don't know. The first one is Jay Lutz or Julian Lutz. He's also known as Director X. I enjoy his conversations a lot because he brings very factual based evidence, but he's also very holistic and he knows a lot about herbs and a lot of medical studies. So I appreciate those conversations. And the second person's name is Kevin Martin. I don't know if he's in here, but his name is Tree of Life. He's a Native American cultural advisor. And he's just also very knowledgeable about things of that nature. If you check out his bio, he explains it very well. So those are two very interesting people I think everyone should follow. Thank you so much. Should we go to Leander or Valerie? Did you want to introduce yourself? I can go really quick. Good morning, afternoon, or whatever time it is that where you currently are. I'm excited to be here. I definitely want to just shout out Clarissa. She's on the stage. She is very warm and welcoming. +1 to everything the other person said. I'm sorry I didn't catch who said it and mentioned her. She's an amazing person, very helpful, very insightful, and she keeps it real, so I really love that. The other person that I would like to shout out is Keisha. She was on the stage. I don't know if she's still there. She has helped me with my nonprofit and getting branding done with her help. We were able to reach our fundraising goal for Giving Tuesday. So if you need any support with branding or anything like that, definitely reach out to Keisha. She's amazing. Thank you. Okay, cool. Let's go to Leander. Welcome.
What's going on? Appreciate y'all hosting the room. I've been in a couple of rooms with you, Alex. Dope. Love what you do. But I'm Leander Howard II, founder and CEO of Spark Your Resume, and I work as a financial analyst at Adobe. I want to plug two people in for podcasting. So his name is David Shands. Sleep is for Suckers is his brand. He has the Social Proof podcast where he brings people on that have social proof. It's pretty dope. I would say tap into it. And another podcast is Earn Your Leisure. I know a lot of people are on it right now, but they're pretty dope as well. What I like about the podcast is that they really break things down in tangible steps so people can actually take action. So those are my two plugs. And David is, I think it's Sleep is for Suckers, and then Earn Your Leisure is Earn Your Leisure on Clubhouse as well.
Thank you so much. Those are awesome ones. KM, I don't know if you're on. I pulled you up earlier. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on. Thanks, Alex.
Hey,
Real quick. Michael Salam, peace. A lot of dope people in the room. I'm a recording artist, but I want to plug somebody that's in a completely different lane that I think will be beneficial for people in this room specifically. He wasn't here. He might have had a different meeting. His name is Tariq Mali, Tarik. Last name is Nally. And he is the founder of Kale and Flax. It's like a human-centered design firm in Louisville. They do a lot of dope, kind of minority-centered design, but he also does so much stuff behind the scenes and uplifts other people, which is why I wanted to shout him out. He was the senior advisor for like the Charles Booker campaign, who ran against Mitch McConnell, or was running the primaries to go against Mitch McConnell in Kentucky. He is the founder of Wild Accelerator, which supports specifically women-owned startups. He founded this app Curio Learning, which won the Uber $100,000 grand prize. And again, with Curio, he involved this educator. She's a woman who was a teacher in Kentucky, and instead of just kind of like taking her thing or paying her, like, you know, he just has a habit of uplifting people and giving them honor and agency in whatever they do. Almost everything he does is like minority owned or generated. He does a lot of placekeeping in Louisville. He's restructuring neighborhoods. So he's one of those people that's always kind of behind the scenes in the shadows. If you know, you know. But he doesn't ever care about like credit or attention. So I just wanted to bring some his way.
Thank you so much for sharing. And is your name pronounced Cayenne? Cayenne? Okay, he might have stepped away from his mic, but thank you for sharing. So, moderators, I have Todd F here as next. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I just piece you up. Oh, actually, no, Adesola. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Thanks.
Adesola, did you get a chance to speak yet? Okay, she must have stepped away from her phone.
Hey, Carla.
Yeah, so go ahead, Todd. We'll let you go ahead and speak.
So thank you for letting me speak really quickly. My name is Todd Brown, and I launched a focus fund called 1619 Capital. And what I wanted to talk about was three people. You know, the first one being Horace Fontenoy. He owns a company called Sway Brands that I think is going to disrupt the advertising space. The second person I wanted to talk about was an innovator named Matt Pierce, who is focused on reinventing the trash can space. Matt Pierce. I call him the George Washington Carver of our time. And the last person I want to speak to, her name is Sharon Leeper Martin, and she's launching a head wrap that I think is going to revolutionize women who are focused on natural hair and own the space for us. So those three people are Horace Fontenoy, owns Sway Brands. Please check him out. Also, Sharon Leeper Martin with a head wrap company. And then lastly, Matt Pierce, who owns a trash can company called You Can Lift It. Thank you for your time. And those are entrepreneurs that I think are going to get our piece of the capital market and revolutionize how we spend our $1.3 trillion. I also wanted to shout out everyone who's going to make the next white multi-billionaires by engaging on this app. So optimally, the way Black people are, and I want to encourage the brothers who are building their own platform to continue to do so, because we own the space, but we don't own the space. Thank you.
Todd, those are great plugs. Thank you. Before we go to Tiffany, Carla, I wanted to just mention Amir, because I talked about him earlier, but I know that's my recommendation. No. I just pulled him up on stage, so in case he has to go, everyone, please follow Amir. He's in the bottom left corner right now. He's fantastic. I was talking about him earlier, and he's going to be doing a room this afternoon at 5 o'clock Eastern. So please follow him so you get alerted about that as well. But Adesola, go ahead.
Thanks, Alex. Assalamu alaikum, Amir. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.
Yeah, so my recommendation would be the fantastic Amir. He's an amazing poet, amazing writer. I think if you're at all interested, if you've watched Rami, he's written for Rami. I contend that he's the greatest American living poet, but I'm obviously biased. So, Amir Sulaiman, and also if you're at all interested in learning Yoruba, I'm one of the admins of the New Nigerian Steering Committee. We are hosting a whole bunch of different rooms one of which is the Yoruba language rooms, and we have a tutor that we brought onto the app. His name is Alan. I can tell you that in the 3 weeks since we started working with him, my Yoruba
I just
has
sold
gone
another
leaps and
book.
bounds. He takes everyone from like beginners, newbies, don't speak a lick of Yoruba, to very advanced speakers who are trying to get into writing poetry in Yoruba. So any and all of those options are available to you. And then finally, I
Hello, may I help you? Who's calling? That's the better question. Okay, no, we're booked. We're totally booked, sir. Thank you. All right. No, it's not. But we're totally booked. Our rooms are taken. Thank you. Thank you.
don't speak a lick of Yoruba, to very advanced speakers who are trying to get into writing poetry in Yoruba. So any and all of those options are available to you. And then finally, okay, no, we're totally booked, sir.
Oh shit! What the hell happened? Oh. I didn't mean to get out the room. Geniuses. Okay. Oh no. Okay.
That we help. We guarantee 5 years of contracts for those engineers at globally competitive rates. We also build things. So at any given moment, we might have 3 venture-backed ideas at a time that we're working on, actively building, actively selling. So busy schedule, and you wouldn't be able to tell that because I'm constantly on Clubhouse. So if you see me in any of your welcome rooms, hi, welcome. I'm really passionate about the space. I'm passionate about ensuring that everyone has a good time, and everyone feels safe in this space. So if there's any way that I personally can help you, if there are any intros that I personally can make, I've been on here for a little while, so might be able to help you make some connections. My intro. You want to mute? Somebody muted me. I wasn't sure if I was if I went over the allotted time. No. Your microphone got muted. Yeah, I was asking because somebody muted me. Okay, I'm just going to wrap up in that case. So if you're at all interested in music, the state of the tech ecosystem in Africa, tech in general, anything that has to do with Nigeria, language, culture, food, I'm a polymath, all of those things, please feel free to contact me. And thank you for having me up on the stage. I'm very excited to connect with folks.
Thank you. One thing I'll say for everyone in the room before we go to the next person is I think people on Clubhouse are really, really open to you reaching out. So a lot of the people that folks have mentioned, like I met on Clubhouse, and they, are really open to connecting, whether it be, look at their bios, Instagram, Twitter, whatever they have linked. So I would highly recommend for folks, like if, Adeshola offered for support for anyone in those spaces. So follow up. I think that's a really lovely part of Clubhouse. And then, amazing. Tiffany.
Hi guys, greetings, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are located. And Adesola, I love the way you talk. It's so poetic. It's so nice. I can listen to it like all day. But I wanted to come on and kind of represent for the world of finance and money and the stock market. I don't know if you guys talked about it yet, but if not and you missed it, I just wanted to kind of reiterate the world of finance here on Clubhouse. So for you guys that want to learn how to navigate the stock market, learn a little bit about money and how money works and how money can work for you, there's 3 amazing groups here on Clubhouse that you guys can tap into that I love, and we have a big community here. Literally, it's thousands of us. So the first one I want to plug is going to Zay. So Zay does first gen wealth building, and they're usually on in the morning. So typically maybe like 4 or 5 times out of the week, they are here around 9 a.m. and they're going over the stock market and finance news. So if you ever kind of want to tap in, if you're already in that space and you want to learn more,
Zay is amazing, and he has a group called First Gen Wealth Building. So that is one plug for you guys. The second will be the Come Up series. They are amazing and a huge community.
Hold on a second, Tiffany. So let's respect the format because we want to make sure that Natalie has the at name, the handle as well, because a lot of folks gotta kind of figure out how to talk or how to reach out to them. I don't know if you mentioned the handle for that last person.
Oh yeah, I did. So it's the group. They have a group.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no worries. So just to reiterate, so his name is Zay M, and that's with First Gen Wealth Building. And as I mentioned before, they're here literally every morning from like 9 a.m. So you can definitely find them. And they talk about the stock market and finance. So literally you can't miss them. Not on the weekends, of course, because the market isn't open. However, they are here Monday to Friday. And that's just a good community if you want to find out more about the market. And then the second group I wanted to mention is the Come Up series. That is another huge community here. If you really want to have deep dives on some of your favorite companies and really learn how to navigate the market from the beginner levels all the way to being in the market for years plus, it's a huge community headed by Mark Monroe. There's Tebow, there's Lily, there's Jolyn. There's a huge community there. They're literally actually going to come on in about 8 minutes. They come on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday around this time, around like 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. So that's a huge community that I love, and you guys can learn so much from them. So that's the Come Up series, Mark Monroe, Jolyn, Tebow, and Gang. So I wanted to plug that. And last but not least, I want to plug my community. So I run a wealth building community for primarily women of color. I know sometimes it's hard to be able to navigate that space, or they feel like it's too difficult, or they don't quite understand, or they feel like they have to have some fancy degree, or they just feel like they can't really understand that space. We make it extremely comfortable for women to get into the market and other wealth building tips like Bitcoin, real estate, and so much more. So my community is called Modern Black Girl. We're about 6,800 women strong. So I'm really proud of the community I built here. And yeah, it's called Modern Black Girl. So you can tap my screen, and at the bottom, the club is there. And tomorrow we are teaching a very intro level options class. So if you want to learn about options and see how that works for you guys, we'll be teaching here on Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's it. I just wanted to represent for the world of finance and the stock market because we are huge here. So thank you, Curtis.
Yeah, I love the conversations that you're part of, Tiffany. I mean, so helpful, right? So to level set for everybody who's recent to the room or recent to the stage, let's stick with the title of the room, which is Following Geniuses, the Most Interesting People on Clubhouse, right? Like, it's okay for us to plug what we like, and that's cool. I think that's important, right? Because if we didn't like them, we probably wouldn't plug them. But let's make sure we give the stage to folks and give recognition to people, because the groups is kind of an amorphous entity, and I think it's helpful. But be a part of those groups. Look at the groups that those people are part of, and join the groups at your discretion. Because sometimes the groups kind of lose track. I think I have one group that's Flex, and sometimes it spins off into another thing. But just a level set for the room, we're talking about following geniuses, the most interesting people on Clubhouse. Also, too, keep this whole plug to a minimum. Let's cap it and just say, hey, I'm such and such. I do X, Y, Z. I want to tell you about these 3 people. Here's what they are. Here's what they do. Here's why I follow them. It's great to know what people do, but let's talk about why we follow them, right? Because I think that's kind of being lost in the sauce. We've got to really make sure that we're recognizing people, that we kind of express why we follow them, right? Because, our mileage is going to vary, but it's aspirational and it's also inspirational. But I want to kick it back to the moderators, and I'm going to stick my big nose out of it. But I love hearing things like from Tiffany and all these other folks on here that are really helping people build their own, moguldom. I really like that. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I don't know who else was moderating, who the next moderator was, but
I think the next next moderator is Marlon, who's back, and then Colin. Yeah, I did. But Marlon, I guess he just returned. We're just kind of having the moderators go through and introduce and help with the folks on stage. So I think the next person on stage was Colin. Unless Sade didn't get a chance to go.
Yeah, do two, and then pass it to the next moderator, and just.
Oh, sorry. I'll just jump back down in the audience because I was already here from earlier on. So.
Yeah, so I think it's Colin.
Colin? Okay. How are everybody? Great room. I'm Colin Drummond. I'm a bureau chief for TMZ in Washington, D.C. And a lot of you guys are interested. A lot of people up here, amazing. You know, I came through listening to your stories and, you know, just get inspired. I have two people who I really thought was amazing and gave detailed information about what they do and how to get around in this clubhouse. And that's Abraxas Higgins, and that's at ABRAXAS. And he has the community club, and what he does, he introduces people to the clubhouse. So he does a real deep dive. And even though you're on Clubhouse, and he can teach you so many different things, and it's like so helpful. And he's taking time with so many people and get them on the stage and move them around. And everybody gets to ask like little simple questions that, you know, probably none of your friends can tell you how you change certain things around, and how you get in different groups and what waiting list to get on. So I found him very important and interesting. And the next person I found amazing is also a person named Snow the Product. That's her. It's at SNOWTHA Penguin PENGUIN. And the interesting thing about her is she's an artist, an actress, and also she's like self-independent. She's independent, so she doesn't have a manager. She doesn't have a record label. She doesn't have anything. But just her stories alone can inspire you and just tell you, you know, as far as whatever you aspire to do and how to get around to certain things. And it's just real good. And those are the people I thought were real interesting while being on here. Thank you guys for having such an interesting room.
Thank you for sharing, Colin. Alex, I can take over.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, cool. Excellent. So I have Paul as being next. Welcome, Paul.
Hey, welcome, man. I love this room. Let me put it briefly. I'm probably the senior person here at 63 years old. So I've been in media and film and been connecting with people since I was 8 years old, spending the weekends at Nina Simone's house. So the folks that I try to recommend are folks that I know that will reach out, that will touch and inspire, because there's a lot of, in music and entertainment and media, there's a lot of bad dogs. First is Rick Party. And Rick Party's the voice of ESPN, has been doing voiceovers, killing the game for like 20 years. He has a syndicated radio show. And if you want to know about media and get connected in right spots to blow up what you're doing, Rick Party's one of those guys. And the second person, I'm only doing two because I'm long-winded and I think this is a radio break or something. Tuma Basa. Tuma, I worked with him. I was program director at BET 20 years ago, and there was a young guy named Tuma Lusango Pacienza. Anyway, Tuma went to Iowa State, coming from Africa to Iowa State, and then came to D.C. And he was a learner and a talker, and I took him under my wing. And since then, he went to MTV after BET rolled, started Rap Caviar, Modified. Now he's So those two guys both had their names Tuma Basa, Tumabasa, and Rick Party. This is like it sounds, Rick Party, the voiceover king and the syndicated radio show host. But man, thanks for this, man. I love this. I've been in so many shitty rooms here where folks just sell themselves, and this is a beautiful thing.
Another book just sold. That's awesome.
Thank you so much for sharing, Paul. Welcome, so.
Hi guys, I'm calling in from Korea. It's like 2:30 a.m. But I decided to check in at this time because I think when happening is my daytime is usually when people in the States are asleep. So I think come across different kinds of people. So I thought it'd be interesting if I gave my input. I am a mentor and an advisor for a lot of startups and tech companies in Korea. I actually run a beauty tech platform and a big beauty company myself. So feel free to use me as a resource for all things Korea or K-beauty or just beauty business in general. I'm here to actually recommend two people that I found really interesting. One person I actually met today. His name is Daniel Hammond, and his handle is @DRH, and he's actually just an iOS engineer at Clubhouse. And I found that really interesting because he had a lot of insider information. So for any of you guys, maybe he'll be really mad at me that I plugged him because I think he's going to get a lot of followers all of a sudden. But I think he's got a lot of insight into the app itself. So I thought that was interesting. The other person that I wanted to recommend is, I'm sure a lot of you came across him, but Kunal Sood. It's @KUNALSOOD. He's a TED resident. He's involved with like the UN. But what I love about Kunal is that I think he really embodies the giving spirit that is so attractive about Clubhouse. In terms of everybody offering themselves as a resource, and just kind of facilitating and fueling that kind of culture. And he's very good at building that community. So I think he's a very interesting person to follow. So those are my two genius recommendations. Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing, Sophia. And really quickly, I just wanted to acknowledge all of the silent geniuses here on Clubhouse, right? And those who might not have found their voice yet. I think there's so many people on here with talents who just might be facing, I don't know, it could be an anxiety hump or, just kind of maybe feeling a little discouraged or down or just haven't found a way to break out on the app. So one thing that I like to do that kind of gives me joy is to volunteer myself to co-moderate a room with you. So if you are listening right now and you've been like kind of on the fence about whether you should start a room and you have something that you want to share, just send me a DM on Twitter or Instagram and I will volunteer to co-moderate a room with you. So just wanted to put that out there because I have a feeling that there are quite a few people in this room and on Clubhouse in general who might be facing those challenges. So I just wanted to share.
Hey, Carla, with that being said, can I put the spotlight on somebody who's in the room?
Sure.
Hey, so first of all, my name is Ron Mabry, Technical Director at Lightship Capital. We're a $50 million venture capital firm based out of Midwest in the South. So actually two people. I want to put a spotlight on Nash, Ahmed. Nash is the CEO of Undock. They're creating a predictive scheduling tool and stuff. And then also too, I want to put the spotlight on the person I probably met once, talked to twice, is the Corey Avenger. He's the CEO of Support Psychologists, and so really appreciate Corey. He's definitely one of those individuals. You probably see his brand and stuff a lot. He can be to himself as well, but Corey is really an outstanding individual. A lot of his brand has allowed me to, most of the time throughout the week, I always have something black on when I'm going outside, so I just want to put a spotlight on this too.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Marlon. So I believe Jay Trey is next. Welcome.
Greetings, thank you. Marlon, I was definitely going to mention Corey. Also, he's a dope dude, smart dude. Everyone calls me Jay Trey. I'm a serial entrepreneur in Atlanta, Georgia. A few people I wanted to mention. Number one is Chris
from the beginning, and just helped it mobilize to be what it is today. Lee Merritt is another guy. He actually got on here recently. I've been trying to get him on for a while now, but he's finally made it. Lee Merritt is a attorney based in Texas, and he's really boots to the ground. He's always pushing, shining light on a lot of things that we see with the police brutality and whatnot. He was fighting really, really tough with the Ahmaud Arbery case, and he was ahead of all of that. So a lot of the things that we see, he's definitely in charge of a lot of that stuff. His name is Lee Merritt, and he's on Clubhouse. I was also going to mention Michael Sanchez. He does really dope rooms with marketing, and every single time I see them pop up, I'm always in there. So you learn a lot about TikTok. He's like this TikTok genius. I mean, I personally don't use TikTok, but he has a lot of information about marketing and I think things of that nature. And I actually forgot my last one, but I mean, there's a lot of geniuses on here, but those are three I wanted to really push out there.
Yeah, I want to jump in real quick. Yes, please follow Lee Merritt, a really great attorney in that space, great colleague. So please follow him.
Also, guys, if you can't think of a name right now but want to share it with us, you can. There is a link in both Curtis's and Natalie's profile. It's a bit.ly link, so it's bit.ly/chgenius, and I think they're pretty much just collecting a list of names that are shared. So if you want to go ahead and just send the names to that link while we're waiting to get to you, if you're on stage or if you're in the audience and you want to contribute, just check out either Curtis's or Natalie's profile for that bit.ly link. So I just wanted to add that. And thank you for sharing, J. Trey. Welcome, Relentless.
Oh wow. Okay. There we go. Hello. Okay. I didn't expect to have the floor. Hello, everybody. Good vibes. Happy Friday. I pray that you're drinking your water, and that's a self note to me. I pray that you're healthy, that you're exercised up, and that you're thinking increase in these times, in these challenging times. I'm the novelist dozens of times over, Relentless Aaron, everywhere. And I have been inspired by the platforms. Came to this one because, of course, the geniuses was a key word there. And one of the I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been taking notes. I have so many notes in my notebook, but there's this one woman that I listened to, and every word that came out of her mouth struck pay dirt with me in terms of her value. And I think value is the best thing that we can pull out of this this platform, because we only have 24 hours in a day. I think you all agree, and we have to make the most of it. Everything else is on YouTube. So Portia Bell was the lady that I connected with, and I feel like she's one of the heavy hitters in Black culture. First time I heard her, but literally heard her talk for 10 minutes, and there was nothing that wasn't spot on that came out of her mouth, from credit to your social security number and your birth certificates and all that. She's just, the power was right there. And I'm gonna leave it at that. There's so much. I'm here to absorb. 55-year-old superpreneur, here to absorb and learn from you guys. Most of you are probably younger than me, except the OG out there. I did tag you up, sir. And respect and salute, and God bless everybody, and have an amazing Friday. And if you look up, you can get up. Peace.
Thank you. Those were very encouraging words there, Relentless. Thank you so much for sharing and for joining us today. I don't want to pronounce your name wrong, but I'm going to give it a shot. Is it Nairika?
Yeah, that's right.
Yay. Welcome.
Thank you. My name is Rika. I'm working towards becoming a sustainability consultant, more specifically in the fashion industry is where I want to go. So I think Sophia already said Kunal Sood. I love him. He's incredible. And also, if you reach out to him, he's always willing to educate people and help them out. So he's amazing. I highly recommend him. Also, a lady I got to listen to yesterday is Hunter Lovins. She wrote a book called Natural Capitalism back in 1999 about environmental economics. And it's really cool because a lot of the things that people are starting to implement in their companies and the circular economies now we're being exposed to, she thought about in 1999. So she's really cool lady. I recommend her. And then anyone into Bitcoin, I recommend Terrence Yang and Jeet Soot. They're really awesome people and they're very educated in everything about Bitcoin. So yeah. Hope I didn't speak too fast. So.
No, that was perfect. Thank you so much for sharing. Welcome, Hollywood.
Yo, how y'all doing today?
We're awesome.
Yeah, so basically I make noise for a living and I support other people being themselves. No matter the profession, I don't really care. Like, if you're a good person with a good heart, working towards something to believe what you're working in, call me. But no, I want to shout out just two people, DJ SNS. Once again, I'm a musician, so I tend to support music, artists, things of that nature, or whatever the case may be. But he's super dope guy, New York legend, Harlem DJ, and you wouldn't expect to see him on this platform because a lot of other DJs in his era aren't in the loop, but he's also super conscious in the way he deals with young artists and just young people with good ideas. So if you're looking for just encouragement or you want to
And a triple brownie.
Because I know a lot of artists come to groups like this just to like get free, I guess, nuggets or whatever, however you would put it. Just to support that guy, he'll definitely support you. Two, I want to, shout out for Sean. He's in this group. You know what I'm saying? Just for brothers, you know what I'm saying? People of color. If you just want, like, brothers just well-spoken, and his ideas are always just coming from a good place. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just speaks with so much just natural emotion. It's crazy. So everything he says, I sit there, I soak up. And he's just a good dude to follow, but he's great at everything. He's a dope designer. I follow him on Instagram. Shit's cool. And then, yeah, that's it, man. And he's the reason I'm even in this room right now. So I've just been sitting here amazed by everybody. Like, straight up, you guys are really dope people. God bless you.
Bless you, brother.
Thank you for sharing. So I guess we can go on to the next person. If any other moderator wants to take over, just let me know. But I'm free, so I have a few minutes. Welcome, Kat.
Hello. Thank you, Carla. I'm new to the platform, and over the quarantine, I've been really involved with anti-Blackness in the workplace, particularly in the entertainment industry. I work in post-production, and that's where I feel it was most rampant. So I became a member of a group called Black in Post, one of the founding members. And what we do is, post is the final rewrite, and we find that a lot of our creatives lose control there. So we have a list of Black editors, post-producers, composers, sound mixers, etc., that we distribute to people, and we also try to educate the different studios about anti-Blackness. And on my own also, I had a group where I basically got some of the best.
Hey, Kat, real quick, I hate to interrupt you because I think what you're saying is really valuable.
Okay.
But this is about interesting people that we follow on Clubhouse. We want to hear more, but yeah, I just want to make sure that we stay on topic though, because it's a shared space.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm being long-winded with it. I'll get with the people I want you guys to follow. Because some of the people that are doing the work are new to Clubhouse. So Dominique Uloa, Ulloa, is on here now. Ricardo Handy, he's been on here for quite a while. He's also doing the work in that space. And Crystal Rose Holmes. But I just want to say in closing that we can do a lot of work as Black professionals in workspace, whatever that is. And then I'll shut up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to PTR just to make sure I have the right order, and any mod can correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm skipping over someone. But I have Chaz as next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool beans. Thank you so much. My name is Chaz. I own a candle company. It's called Little Sun Candle. So I've got 3 people that I would like to shout out just really quickly. The first one is Alquencia, or A Conundrum. I do believe she's in the room now. A beautiful woman with like a mint green background is her photo. But she gives out free business information. I know a lot of us are business owners, so being able to have that information is super important for a lot of us. She's also an app developer, and then has like very reasonably priced business courses for anyone, if you just kind of want to get some more information from her. She's extremely like fun and friendly and sociable. I've had the pleasure of speaking with her a couple times, and she's very much like an auntie. Like, I feel like she's part of my family. So definitely want to give her a shout out. The next person is, and I apologize, her handle is A Conundrum, AKANUNDRUM. So that's how it's spelled, and I believe it's the same across all social media platforms. The next person is Omega Axel, and his is spelled OMEGA_AXSAL. He is UK based, but he's an author, an activist, and an educator. So he gives out tons of free info about Black and African history. He works for the charity I Heart Africa, which is building schools in Africa and also working with orphanages there. Is part of a business called Fruits and Roots that sends out fruit boxes, so definitely supporting the health and wellness of our Black community. Also involved with IndigiBooks, which is a website that features books written by Black authors, and then does museum tours as well in the UK. So just tons of knowledge there with that resource. And once again, his name is Omega Axel, and that's across all platforms. The last person really quickly is 19 Keys. Kind of similar to Axel, or to Omega Axel, big truth speaker, extremely successful business owner, very much promotes like a healthy lifestyle, and is again another person that gives out a ton of free information. So just another great resource, and his handle is 19, like the numbers 19, and then Keys, KEYS. So just wanted to shout out those 3 people. Thank you so much for creating this space and allowing me to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Chaz. Thank you for those. My bad. Thank you for those recommendations. Hi, Clarissa. Before you go, I wanted to just mention one person in the audience in case she leaves. While you all can find her, her name is Miracle. She's in. I don't think she wants to come up.
Hold on a second. Let's keep that
Okay,
out.
sorry.
Let's keep that out, because again, we're gonna go through all your contacts here.
Go to Natalie Ernest's bio to go to the Bitly link, and I'm gonna add her.
Also, one second before we continue, you can go add these people that you guys are recommending. I'm also taking notes on stuff, but please, for the love of James Brown, do not create frames or colored frames around people's names. Just because it kind of jets up and stuff.
Yeah, be kind. Be kind. Super moderator Natalie has a hard enough job. She sacrificed her time to take note of all these. It's okay. Everybody will get shine. You'll have the whole list. Chill out with the custom modifications and making your text big, okay? Let's be kind to each other. Let's make sure that that this is a productive document that everybody can glean from and really take benefit from, okay? And we see you. We see everybody. It's all good, okay? We're going to get there. But first, I just want to set for the room what we're talking about today is following geniuses. That's really what the thesis of this, why I created this, was there's a lot of interesting people here on Clubhouse. I know a lot of interest is around what we do for a living and how we do it. I really like people that have good social good things that they're doing, real initiatives that they're doing, or even perspectives, right? And that's what I want to encourage everybody here on stage when they come up to share. Share things that are, why do you share? Why do you follow this person?
what is their perspective? How does that add value to what you do, how you do your life, your network, etc. We're not doing the shout out thing. So if you come up here and you're just shouting out people, I mean, it's appreciated, but again, like, let's keep it to the context of the conversation so that we can make this a valuable space for everyone and expand our network, not just say shout out to so and so, because we all have a lot of people that we following, and we're not going to get to everybody. So you gotta just kind of pick and choose a few that you want to share this time. And this isn't going to be the last bite of the apple. As you can see, there's a document. If you go to chgems.com or you go to the link in my bio, or even in Super Moderator Natalie's bio, you'll see the link directly to the spreadsheet, bit.ly/chgenius, and you'll be able to see the actual document there, where the spreadsheet where all these names that people are saying are compiled. So I just wanted to say that. The moderators, you guys do an excellent job. Let's just keep the conversation flowing, So I'm gonna shut up right now, and I hate to be interruptive, but it's only to keep the conversation flowing, okay? So everybody that's on stage this time out, please pay attention when you come up to the stage of what the topic is, because we're getting sidetracked in the self-plugging. And if you're up here, there's a good chance people are gonna already see you and give visibility to what you do. So get your bio in order so that people know what you do. All right? Thank you. All right, keep it moving.
Thank you so much, Curtis, and thank you for holding this space. I think it's a beautiful idea. So, in addition to the people that I know on this stage, I just wanted to first and foremost, Valerie Phoenix has to be listed. Not only is she working on getting more women of color in STEAM, she is a business leader, she is a mental health advocate. I mean, there's not a single topic you can't ask Val something about, and she has an answer for you. The second person that I found super impressive is Dr. Mark Goldston. He is a trauma specialist, and his work around surgical empathy will just blow your mind. Just listening to him talk it's like human value. The third person I would add is Dr. Dan, at Dr. Dan MD. He is an ER physician and just completely demystifies all health disparities for communities of color, can demystify anything in the medical space, period. And my final person would be Shweta Chakraborty. It's at SWETA. She is a behavioral scientist who looks at climate change and is just amazing with the simplified tools that she shares with how you could create impact in your own life. And thank you for holding this space, and I'm honored for anyone that has mentioned me. I'm truly honored, seriously.
Thank you. I believe, moderators, correct me if I'm wrong, for Sean, is it next?
Yep, that's what
Peace to the room, peace to the moderators. Thank you very much for the time. My name is Sean Vega. I'm a designer from Detroit. Duran is my brother. We do a lot of work together. If I could just acknowledge his genius. He is a genius, extremely intelligent. He's the reason I'm on the app. I like to point out or highlight again Shweta. It's like Clarissa just pointed her out, but I'd like to just second that. She is a behavioral scientist. She is extremely intelligent and has a very interesting line of sight on the space, a few different spaces, but specifically right now she's running a study that I think if you're interested in learning and getting different perspectives on some very interesting views, I think you should follow her. I do think she operates at a level of genius that's relevant to the advancement of people. The next person I'd like to highlight is Chris Presley. He's a CTO with Duran. He's an extremely intelligent brother, and his perspective on artificial intelligence and coding and how that may shape the direction of mankind moving forward. And the last person I'd like to highlight is Maya Elz. I think that's her handle, is Maya Elz, ELZ, first name Maya. She works in the space of mobile advancement and study for, I believe, the state, at the state level. She's stationed in LA currently. She has a very interesting perspective on how to move people around the country in their cities, and bias or a non-bias that we find rare just on most topics, and she can add value in most subject matter. So thank you for the time. Thank you for Hollywood Anderson for the highlight. Thank you to the moderators for creating this space where we can learn about more people who are speaking intelligently with non-biases in different areas where we can learn from. Peace.
Thank you for Sean. Speaking of AI, I'm glad you brought that up. I want to spotlight a G's person that I know that just joined the room, X, which just added as a speaker as well. So X she helps run, she's a product manager over at Google, and so she's working on machine learning and AI factors over at Google. It's specifically making sure moving forward in life that it's going to be fairness, especially for Black people, women, and other minorities. So just add to her, definitely that's a very great person to follow. Moderators, if I'm correct, I think the next person is Ridwan. Please correct me if I'm mispronouncing that.
Yeah, it's Ridwan.
Ridwan.
Yeah, well, great. Thanks, moderators, for allowing this space. I just want to first shout out Carla. She's very serious. I DM'd her saying that I would like to co-host with her for the future, and she said yes. So definitely take her up on that. And I have 3 people to shout out today. The first one is Reem. Her handle on Clubhouse is at REEMAMINAA, so it's Reem Amina. And she's always on Clubhouse. She told me about this app for weeks now, and I just got to a point where I was like, okay, fine, I'll join. And she's just a really sincere and kind person that really wants to cultivate community. So follow her. She's always starting different groups talking about different issues, and I also want to talk about the fact that she's an incredible writer. She focuses on immigration and refugee rights, so I just want to shout out someone that's doing really good work in the world.
Hello, may I help you? I can't take the call right now. I'm pretty busy, all right? Thanks a lot. So that's a call from
Right now,
Quill.
she's committed to helping low-income students get into premier schools, and that's what she devotes her life work to, nonprofits and into that work. So if you want tips and tricks to getting into higher education, definitely follow her. And then the last person I want to shout out is Ashraf. His handle is at AshSab.
So Quill, you know, Quill is one of those businesses that you use to build your business credit. My business credit's already built, so I don't really need them anymore. So that's what that was, guys. I'm not rude. Whatever your post says, $70 for the couch and $80 for the dark wooden table, maybe also. Okay. We're here. Address in the description. Nice to meet you.
So it's obvious someone that's on the stage blocked him, because that's the only way he wouldn't be able to return to the room. So I don't know which one of you all blocked him, but here's the thing, and I gotta have a sense of we're all adults and can be direct with each other. People keep plugging themselves, and you're trying to be as patient as possible.
You didn't have anything?
No, not today.
Keep getting unorganized.
I'll drop it tomorrow, later, or in the mailbox.
And they blocked him, so he can't come back in his own room, and he started.
The ones that, but no, they had
Oh,
both.
so this I gotta replace, basically.
Both of these.
So whoever did that, could you please, whoever
Those
did
are
that,
the
please
two
hold
knobs.
on or perhaps get
This
off
is the
stage.
broke part of it, or no?
Yeah, on that end, at the bottom.
All
This
right.
one is the broke part on this end.
All right. All right.
The other
Is it
washer works good.
okay? Thanks. Hello, may I help you? Yes, this is Relentless Eats.
Oh, okay. Will I pick up from here?
Yes. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Thanks.
It's just like pretty ridiculous, because he could have just asked me to shut down the home. He said the conversation should go on with or without me, because I told him I was like,
Driver's outside. Yeah.
But that's pretty ridiculous, and I've seen
ourselves up instead of lifting one another up. And so let us continue to do that, and let us honor the person who brought us in this space to be able to do that, and that's Curtis. So welcome back, my brother. Thank you all the moderators for continuing to move this conversation along, and thank you everyone who stepped to the stage. Continue to big other people up, because there are so many geniuses, and we're so thankful for also for Natalie compiling the different names. You can look at her profile, you can look at Curtis's profile, the link to be able to find the people that are contributing to the greater and wider conversations here and outside the wider.
So we can keep it going with Asia.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. My name is Asia, and I first wanted to show some love to Curtis. So thanks, Curtis, for creating this space. It's been very helpful. And it was recommended I follow you by somebody not on Clubhouse, Mariah Lipton-Stern. She said you're a good guy.
Oh shit. I just tried to FaceTime you and it is not allowing. How about you try to FaceTime me? Okay, so folks, just constantly evolving here with information, with resources. You see what I'm doing here. I'm building a little situation on this. So hopefully you're learning what I'm doing and you're watching my screen share, and also how I'm, navigating in the world of Clubhouse. Hey, Shakira? Did the driver get the bag? Oh, okay. Was he cool? Everything good? Okay, he seemed lost. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, so we're making food. We're doing the most on every platform. Selling the refrigerators, the couches, the this, the that. Where I'm checking my live stream now to make sure that we're still live. Should be. Yep, still live. Oops. Yep, still live. Working on this pendant. Oh, I got 4 comments. What's this? Oh, what's up, Ozzy? Look at you sharing. I appreciate you, bro. Yep, still live. Oops. Yep, still live. Working on this pendant. Oh, I got 4 comments. What's this? Okay, cool beans. So right now, here's the pendant. And now we got let's put this behind me. Arrange. Backwards, oh, there you go. So I got my own little pendant that I created, right? Also, let's see, let's go ahead and change the style of this. Let's do the opacity. Let's make sure the opacity is there. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this circle a little smaller behind me, and I'm going to change the opacity back, and look at that. Ooh. So also I'm going to darken this. So style, we're going to change. We're going to shadow, no. Image. We're going to exposure, make it a little more gold, make it a little more saturated, and also we're going to make it a little more black. Here we go, black. Contrast. There it is, black. There it is. Ooh, nice. Now we want to change the saturation a little bit. I don't want it to be too gold. And there it is. I like that. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna now go ahead and copy this, and I'm gonna group them. Let's see, group, and then I'm going to copy, Control C, and then I'm gonna go into just a regular JPEG preview, and then I'm going to paste on clipboard, boom, and then I'm going to save as Relentless Pendant. There you go, save Relentless Pendant. And we're gonna open up, pull back up my page that I'm working on, which is here. And so in all of the, here it is, Relentless Pendant, I'm gonna drop that there. So in all the stuff that I'm doing, of course, there's the social media, but then there's also my web page, my website. And so I want also for that to be available to people. So here I got my Pinterest, my YouTube, my Facebook, Instagram. I'm gonna probably put LinkedIn. So, and I could even put, I could do a whole lot with this. This is a whole lot that could be done. I could put myself up here. I gotta put the Twitter. So I'm gonna put the, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put myself up here, and then I'm going to put the Twitter over there, and then we'll be good. We'll be good. Let me get my Twitter downloads, Twitter. There it is, Twitter. And pull that into the page. There it is. Going ahead, and so now what we got to do is create links to these as well. Make sure it's the same size. Well, same size as that one. Okay, boom, Twitter. Everything good, Pops?
Yes, I was gonna write the card number down
Off the wash machine?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you mean for these, so that I
Yes.
could, when I go to the place, I could just ask them for it or order it online? Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, there you go. You need a pen? Yeah, I got pens all over the place, man. Here you go. Okay, I see you, Kevin. What's good, buddy? I see you, Ozzy. Appreciate you. Yeah, share it, because tell me if you like it, by the way. If you're feeling what I'm doing. If you're feeling what the rock is cooking. What is going on here? Hello, man. Help you. Speaking. Courage Press. Okay. What can I do for you, sir? Oh, Courier Express. So, okay, so I'm getting a box truck right now. I have a pickup, F-150. Is there something that you have in line for F-150s or no? Okay, and what are you working out? Like you have some regular routes? Okay. Yeah, I'm very interested. This year forthcoming, I want to pull in an extra 80 grand just on my real time, versus my other revenue streams. So if you have something, if you want to move this ahead, I'm interested. Well, right now I'm gonna have it soon, hopefully next week. So if you need to wait for me to have it in place, I don't know. I mean, I could also lease one in the meantime. All right, what's your name again? Lewis. And what's the name of the company again? Okay, and phone number, sir? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Lewis, what kind of revenue are you talking about on the potential for a day's work or a week's work? 14 by 16 foot. Okay. Okay. $900 to $1,200 a week. Yeah, that unfortunately that wouldn't be for me. That's Uber money. That's going backwards for me, sir. Yeah, I appreciate you. Bye. So that's funny. That's not gonna happen. Driving and making $900 a week? Are you kidding me? I make that in a day. Are you kidding me? Ugh, I can't. Okay, anyway, let me I'm plugging back in my phone so that I can have my charge going, and then Lulu's gonna call, and when Lulu calls, I'm gonna do some animation, and maybe I'll show you what that looks like. So anyway, I got the Twitter. What do you think, guys? I got the Twitter. I got my website. Maybe I'll bring my images down a little bit so that my images down a little bit, like so. There we go. Boom. So that's there, and then we're gonna bring down my video down, and then I'm gonna bring these other two pieces. These other two pieces down. Boom and boom, and bring them down. Okay, beautiful. And we're almost done. So this is going to be my link tree. You understand what I'm saying? So when people go to my IG, they'll be able to get all my links right from this one page. You feel me? You feel me? And so I want it to be like, yo, I'm paying homage to all of this social media, so that's what I'm doing right now. And hopefully you're enjoying this and also enjoying the transparency and, kind of stepping into my life a little bit on a Friday, which is kind of cool. And of course, this is recorded, so now those people who didn't get to see this live get to see this. So it's like up for infinitum plus infinitum and beyond, right? In theory. So got my website, got my Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and I'll put LinkedIn and maybe one more, and we'll be done. We'll be done, son. Let's go get LinkedIn right now. If you're interested to know what platform I'm on right now, this is PageCloud. And they probably have a few more different platforms where you could do something like this, but this one I find appealing. I've been doing it. I've been using PageCloud for like years and years. It's $25 a month, so they've been getting my money. $25 a month, about $250 a year, or thereabouts. Nope, about $300 a year. But I can make unlimited web pages, and I've been with them for like literally about 5 years. So, thank you, sir. I'll search that up. Thanks. Yep.
Not a known wash machine.
It's not a known wash machine.
State.
A state is. It's part of like the Whirlpool or
Okay.
yeah.
I had never heard of that.
That's like that Roper. The Roper is also part of another brand.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Let's see here. LinkedIn. Let's go for a LinkedIn logo, gold LinkedIn logo. There it is. LinkedIn logo, gold. Perfect. Like it. I like it. Let me go ahead and download this piece here. This gold package one. This is nice. The downloads, okay. And then let me go get the LinkedIn logo. Ooh, nice. Let's go for something. Let's see. Oh, this one. I'm gonna go ahead with this. Ooh, let me go. Yeah, let go this one. Why not? I like this one though. This one is interesting. Let me go ahead and download this sucker. Download, save. So then I'm gonna go. Now that I got the LinkedIn, and then I need one more. I'm gonna go ahead and put the LinkedIn here. There it is. Oops. This is not what I'm looking for because they got the background there, the black and white checkered, so we can't do that, son. Let's go back to the other one then. Oh, excuse me. A long night cooking and saving this to download. Boom. Now we'll go ahead and put this one. This one should be good. Boom. Boom. Yep, there it is. Boom. LinkedIn. Get him, son. Get him, son. Oh, first of all, did we drag it in right? No. Gotta drag it in right. Get him, son. You could do this, son. Oh, there. Oh, the other one did come in. Okay, here it is. So LinkedIn. We're gonna put that over here. We're gonna make that small. It's gonna be the size of all the other icons. I'll probably end up making the others a little small too. So you got LinkedIn, and what else are we missing, guys, when we talk about social media?
FaceTime video.
Oh, sheesh. Let me see how this works. So let me show you how this works, guys, as we execute FaceTime. Hey, how are you? Oops. Hey, how are you? Look, you had to get all ready and all done up. I know how you women do.
No, I was bringing in groceries.
Oh, okay, that works too. How are you? What I'm doing is I'm actually, if you've never done this before, where you use your emoji.
No.
Good. So this
I
is
made one, but I don't know how to use it. My
Alright,
son got me to do it.
this is a great tutorial then. This is an awesome tutorial. Hold on a minute. Let me get my other thingy there. There we go. Okay, we'll just do that. So video. Okay, awesome. So what you do is you go down to the bottom of you tap your likeness, and then the lower third is going to pop up, and it's going to say effects, mute, flip, and end. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh, did you just so you flipped yourself. Do you understand what that's about? So, a lot of times people will be showing like a book, and it'll be backwards. So you can flip it now so people can read what you're showing. It's beyond me why people haven't figured that out. But if you go to effects and you click that little emoji, it's called Memoji. You can then change your likeness.
Okay. I hit it, but
Okay.
Oh wait, I guess I gotta choose a face.
It's the first one.
Okay.
There you go. Now, no, you did it wrong. Right, you don't want the sticker. You want the other one, the first choice on the screen. It has the little brackets around it.
Okay, how do I get that? There we go. Alright, so you said Memoji. Hit Memoji. No, it's the stickers coming up. Let me go back.
On the first choice on the screen, it looks like your emoji plus the little brackets around it. Next to the color, do you have the latest? Are you on the latest iOS or the latest rather app? The latest. Oh, there you go. So, the beauty in this is that your gestures, like you see my gestures, the gestures are also picked up. That's what you want.
Oh
So,
wait, where did it go? Let's try it again. It didn't stick. Let's do it again. I took the effects off. I'm still trying to figure this out.
You leave that on. You just yeah. There you go. So your gestures work.
But I can't see you. Is that okay?
Trust me, I could see you and me. You should be able to see me because I should be the lower, like a picture on your screen.
There we go.
Yeah. So here's the beauty of this. The beauty of this is now we can have a conversation in an animated sense, and it's just different than everybody's doing the same old same old. Look, your hair on one side is even it's dope. It's dope. It's
Like if I
dope.
put my hair back this way to like really cover it up.
Right.
There we
Right.
go.
So
Thank
you don't even have to, but I'm just saying it's pretty dope. So now the way that you command this is you have to know that it captures your mouth and your eye movements as well. So even if you close your eyes or you smart your eyes and you're like you're more wink your eye or you're more like you're getting serious, like you're snarling, like I don't like what you just said. It's gonna capture your your expressions. Right, exactly. So this is on and understanding that and using your gestures, your hand motions and everything is really that's really you how y'all do so right, exactly. Exactly. Right.
saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I
So
mean, you understand what I'm saying?
and
Picking up what I'm putting down.
so now the other part of this is this. I can record my screen and it will record everything that we're doing. So um, I'm not sure if it's recording the audio. However, what I'm doing is I'm recording the audio separate on another phone. If you look over here, you see, well, you may see it, I don't know, but I have another phone recording this tutorial.
Nice.
And so now, because I'm gifted in video production, I can take all of the content and I can put all of the content together the right way and then re-upload it with graphics, with titling, with your name, my name, etc. So the conversation will run seamlessly. So allow me to reintroduce myself. How about you give me the elevator pitch about what your skill sets are?
Oh, sure. So my I'm trying to take you seriously. What you Okay, my name is Lucrece Irizarry, and I'm an empowerment and relationship coach. And I help women who are in relationships at risk for breakup to fix those relationships with the tools that I've developed to get the peace and happiness they ultimately deserve. I'm also the author of Getting on My Last Nerve 6 Peace Plan Strategies to Stop Arguing and Stay Married. And I am the CEO of Brightly You, which is a women's empowerment company. And our mission is to help women become the best and brightest version of themselves through wellness, education, empowerment, and entertainment. I'm also the CEO of Faith in God Family Restoration Corporation, and our mission is restoring communities one family at a time through giving. And the way in which we do that is we help families with their basic needs, financial education and planning, awareness to programs they didn't know they had access to, restoration workshops, and we require that they volunteer and give back. I'm also the creator of Lulu Fresh deodorant. And
Lulu, Lulu. You go ahead, Lulu Fresh deodorant. Okay.
Yes, Lulu Fresh natural deodorant, and it helps women to. That's the wellness part under Brightly You,
Wait a
and it
minute.
helps.
Okay. Not Nunu, Lulu. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Got you.
Yeah. So Lulu Fresh, um, and that was developed because I was having issues with other toxic deodorants. Lumps under my arms. My sister, she's dealing with kidney disease, And so she was saying on the toxic deodorants, she can't use them because it says don't use if you have kidney disease. And I'm thinking to myself,
Oh,
what is going on with my kidneys?
right,
You know, well, how is it damaging my healthy kidneys?
right.
So that's why I've endeavored to do it and help people be healthier.
Awesome, awesome. And of course, you know, I'm a novelist and I do all these other things. So it's fun. This is fun. Um, I like to help move the culture forward, and also I love creating content that's riveting. So I think this is the next big thing. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen people doing it at mass or at scale, I want to say. So if we dig in and get to a point where we're having good, strong conversations about current events, the events of the day, or subject matters that, oops,
Uh-oh.
did we just go blank? What they
You
doing?
paused. Did a notification come up or did you get a phone call?
No, not at all. No, let me see if I can get back there.
It says paused. I don't have anything going on my end. I mean, I can double check. Nope.
I wonder what that was. Let me see. I'm gonna find it. I know this is possible. Hold on. I think let's see. Gotta find that screen. Find that screen. Screen recording stops. No, cancel. Okay. This is interesting. Let's see. Nope, we're not doing that. Hold on. Nope. You still there? You still there? Okay, there we go. Let me call her again. I don't know what that was about, but we're gonna come back on. And okay, here we go. I don't know what that was about, but I can go back to where I was. There I is. So as far as an agenda goes, oh wow, this is dope. I could even move. Oh, this is dope. Do you know now you can move your picture? I don't know if you're big on your screen or small, but you can take, let's say you're the big picture and I'm the small picture, and you can switch that. But you can move the little picture anywhere you want on the screen
Oh, look at that.
by moving it with your finger. So
How cool is
yeah.
that?
So what I'm thinking, like I said, is current events and some maybe other subjects to discuss, you know, in a smart way for people to receive resources. Like I think that's what life is at this point. What resources can I get hold of so that I can excel beyond the norm, beyond beyond the norm. So you could probably even structure that a little better, but so that it works, so that we at first enjoy the interaction, but then really cut in, and maybe it becomes a thing like that we do often. Who knows? But one obviously the subject of today is COVID, and obviously the subject of the next few years is going to be the pivot, and how people are pivoting in life, and how they're either coming down from their high or stepping up from their low. You know, their high being, you know, like I said, having lived in a mansion or living high on the log because you were getting a certain check, but now that check has changed, and so now what are you doing now to you know move along in life, to progress in life, to receive increase? And on the other side, the low end is like, how are you going to use this time to now that the playing field is sort of you know level almost, what are you going to do to use this time to come up out of that slump you know, that slump, like you're sleeping in your car, you're living in your car, or you're you know, you've been put out of work, or your business shut down. I can't tell you, because you know I serve, again, you know, I cook. It's so crazy, the people that have come to pick up food have owned restaurants.
Yeah.
They have said to me, "Oh my God, I've been wanting to do this." You know what I'm saying? So there's that. It's not just restaurants, but anybody who's had a business that now has been shut down. What are you doing now? You know, did you get SBA money? If you didn't get SBA money, why not? What are you missing that you're not getting this money? Because this is reparations. You don't want to sleep on that money. That's in the tens of thousands, and for other people, hundreds of thousands. How are you sleeping on the money? There you go. Me too. I'm raising my hand. Ooh. so I'm just saying, like, this is good. This is a good thing. Gives people a cushion to move ahead. Now, if you didn't get that, we have to figure out how you still gonna execute out here. How you still gonna thrive and survive. I'm not gonna harp on what you missed out on. How you still gonna get it? What's the plan B? You know, so there's great subjects that we could talk about, and now that we have a sort of a feel for the platform, and you and I can get a idea of how to move these animations. this is something we should feel natural. We should be able to go in here feeling natural doing this, and so our feeling natural is gonna make other people feel natural. They're gonna be like, what is going on here? What is going on here? Like, how are they doing this? Because, you know, we copycats. That's what we do. So they're going to try. Like, let me tell you something. I agree. I was filming in a car a long time ago. I was doing interviews in the car, and then all of a sudden I saw James, what's the guy that's got the sing along? He was doing it, and then Lyft started doing it, and you know what I mean? And they started coming up with creative things to do in a car. That's, you know, so I was doing it for a minute. He might be doing it now, but there was another guy, James Corbin. That's what it is, James Corbin. Yeah, he's got that. He sings with.
Didn't David Letterman do it too?
Actually, it was the other talk show host. You're talking about the guy that used to do the Tonight Show, Jay Leno, and also Jerry Steinfeld. Steinfeld.
That's what it was.
Cars and stars and coffee bars, something like that. So yeah, no, I get it. No, I'm just saying, like, if you had a brand, and you're a strong brand out there, you can pretty much step on somebody. No matter how creative that person is, if you got a strong brand and a strong fellowship and relationships in media, you can say, "Yeah, I'm gonna start a show." And even though that small dude over there had it going, you're the winner. So you got to recognize game. You know what I mean? It's real. So yeah. So I like it. I really, really like it. I'm for it. Adore it. So yeah, and then also, you know, if you move your head too fast or whatever, it's gonna flip back to or out of the so also, like, I've noticed, like, if you have to scratch, that's a thing also. So I'll do this, you know, like, or if I have to scratch the back of my head, that's okay. That's gonna be okay. That's not gonna interrupt the live. But worst case scenario, keep in mind I got the editing skills to pay the bills. So I can I could work around that. By, for instance, blowing up, like, let's say we're talking about a certain subject matter. I have stock footage for days that is relevant to the subject we're talking about.
Oh, God.
So the content won't just be you and me talking. It'll be like if we're talking about a certain subject and we talking about homelessness or we talking about coffee or whatever. I got footage of coffee being made, or whatever.
Right.
So
Right.
it's totally doable to finesse the content to such a degree that people be like, this ain't normal. Let's, ooh, I like this here. I like this here. Yeah, this good.
Good.
So all we gotta do is kind of make a list of subjects. Also, if we are gonna bring a guest on, that guest, what I'll do is I can put them on the phone, and on the phone we can hear their voice, and their voice it'll be you and me interviewing them, but it'll be their voice. So it could still be a three-way conversation. Right now we don't have it where we have the emojis and a third guest. We don't have that yet, but one day you never could know.
Right. Right.
You never could know. So
Never could know.
so you're in Philly.
Right outside of Philly, but yeah.
Is
I
it
always say Philly. I'm
so?
not actually Philly.
So outside of Philly is what? Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, East Stroudsburg. What? The
It's Montgomery
Poconos,
County.
huh?
Montgomery County.
Oh, Montgomery County. So I wrote a book out there. I literally went out to the Poconos to write this book.
Yeah, that's like Lackawanna County or something like that.
I went to East Stroudsburg to write
Oh,
this
East
to,
Stroudsburg.
to write
Okay.
this book because I guess it was one of those townships that I passed on the way to the Poconos, and it was always struck a chord with me. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna go back here. I just basically took a week off, and I went out there, took a motel room, and I was getting paid. I had those big checks coming from the publisher, so I could do whatever I want, and then I could charge them the expense, which was awesome. So it
Yeah,
wasn't.
that was awesome.
Yeah. So I went out and I wrote a book. That's when I wrote Extramarital Affairs, and I literally used the landscape and the atmosphere as my backdrop for the storyline. So I'm gonna make sure I send you a copy of that book if you just inbox me with your address, and I guess that's it for now. Sorry, because we was up late last night. I don't know how you doing this, but we was
Surprised. I was about to say I'm surprised at myself because I do not like to have my sleep. So
Right.
yeah, 7 hours. I need my 7 hours, but I just pushed through
the
today. I'm actually up right now.
the other thing that the old man hasn't done yet is he hasn't had his herbal supplements. And that's crazy because got to have them, because in here is everything from ginseng to garlic, vitamin C, B12, black seed.
You look like you got about 10 more pills than I do because I take about 7. I take a vitamin strip. And it has
Okay,
all that
yeah, the
stuff.
strip. So my sister told me about this strip, and I
It
don't
has
know.
probiotic. It
I
has all
know.
that stuff.
And it fits your body type.
C.
Yeah, it fits your body type, right? They
Yep.
did, yeah.
It's
Uh,
called Vitalizer. It's through
yeah,
Shaklee vitamins.
yeah. My sister is trying to push me into that, and I don't know. I got auto ship through Amazon, and I'm sure I'm overdoing it to some degree. The mushroom this and the that and but I threw some other things in here like creatine and triple ginseng and yeah, and so there's some things that I'm sure a strip is. I guess a strip is set to either give you what you want. So if you want high vitality, whatever, I'm sure it's gonna give you what you want. So maybe down the road I told my sister I'm gonna support her. I gotta support my sister. So maybe I'll do that down the road just to do it. And maybe I'll mix it. Who's to say that I have to have this 7 days? Why not have it every other day and then do my sister's every other day? Why not, just to support her?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
So.
Spread it out.
So in the meantime, I am working on. Show you what I'm working on because I can still flip my camera. Ooh wee. That's another way to also. Oh, that's oh. So anyway, I'm working on my own link tree.
Oh, cool.
So
That's really
essentially,
nice.
I'm literally creating this from scratch, and I'm still. By the way, we're live right now on my Facebook page.
Are we?
You're not being seen, but you're being heard. So right
Oh, that's
now,
so cool.
I was working on this link tree, my own link tree, so that when people go to my Instagram and they go up to my link in my bio, they're going to see my own, not something that was contrived through Linktree. It's not it's my own Linktree. You understand
Right.
what I'm saying?
I
So
understand.
it's gonna have all my social media, my website, and I'll be finished with that in less than an hour, and I'm gonna put it in my bio, and there's that. And then this has sort of made me legend, that ABC World News interview, and then I'm gonna keep it simple, because that's what Linktree is. It's simple. If you want to see
Right.
their videos, or you want to go to their LinkedIn or whatever. So what am I missing here? I got Facebook, Twitter, I got my website, I have Instagram, I have
Instagram,
YouTube, I have Pinterest, and
Pinterest.
I also have LinkedIn. What am I missing that I could put right here?
You got TikTok?
I do have a TikTok. That is a relevant. That is a relevant space. So, by the way, this animation comes from this phone, which is the Android. What is this thing? This is the Galaxy Note.
Oh yeah,
So it
I like Android. I like Galaxy.
right. It's a different animation, as you see, but
Right.
also it does the same stuff that you and I are doing right now,
Uh-huh.
which is pretty amazing. So, and it's more definitive. It seems more definitive on the, because this is my face, straight like that. So,
It is.
yeah. So
Well, they have
where,
better cameras.
yeah, something.
Android has way better cameras.
So we can, whenever it gets around to it, we could also do that. But you got to have your droid, baby. So I'm just saying, you never know where this could go. You never know where this could go. It's a thing. They say it's a thing now. You know what I
It's a
mean?
thing.
It's a
Yeah,
thing.
it's a thing.
So there I go in my real time, back to my faces. um,
Awesome.
yeah. So it's good spending time talking to you. And now that we took notes and everything. Oops. Now that we took notes and everything, now I just have to. We want to figure out like a little schedule. Like, what do we do this on? When is it comfortable for us to do this? We do it on, like, if you hit me up and text, I need to talk. Hey, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. So the main thing is that what's going to happen is we're going to be collecting this content, and it's going to come down to the editing time. So the more complete a recording is, the less work I have to do, because all I have to do is drag it, drop it, put the
Right.
audio, in right, and then throw in some footage, and this is gonna be a hot property.
So
I'm
where
doing.
would you be uploading it to?
I think we should put it on all our platforms. You put it on your Facebook and your Instagram and your YouTube, and I'll put it on mine as well. And at some point, even on LinkedIn, because we'll be talking business at some points,
Right.
wherever the relevant content should go. And I don't feel this is something. I think when it gets serious, we could talk about monetization. That's always important. But you and I are doing buku things to get money. Like this could just really legit be fun. And but
Uh,
also but
wait a minute.
also even though it's fun, that's not to say that it can't go places like story time type stuff. Like,
For sure. I always like to do structured fun though. So whatever starts out creatively fun, um, usually when you're having fun, it actually other people have fun with it, and it actually turns into something.
okay,
So I like to be proactive in that, and then at least outline like where the
where the fun is.
not where the fun is, like
Right.
But like like who owns what? Like where the responsibilities lie. I like to have those clear. Um, I like to have those lines clearly defined, like those boundaries clearly
Okay.
defined.
So I get it. So um the bottom line to, and I'm sure this is written somewhere, but on the bottom line to this content is I think Apple has the drop on us in terms of owning the likeness in
Oh,
the
for
in
sure.
the emoji, but the content, um
But the voices they don't know.
this is true, and they're not really gonna go ahead and use our stuff. I mean, but I will say that I feel like if we get a firm grip on this, this could blow up like D Nice. It really could. There's no saying, no telling where it could go. This because of the world we're in right now and everything's on this cell phone. There's no telling where it could go. So, I'm all for like the 50-50 split, and I'm all for like the responsibilities being shared. That's the big thing because I love doing. I'm a doer big time, but I
Right.
always do too much.
Yeah, it's no fun doing it by
I
yourself.
always do too much, and I'm all about partnering with people that can put in. Oh my God, this boy's so poetic. Partnering with people that can put in the productivity. Boy, I'm a beast. I'm sorry. So, woo. Um, so I'm just I'm just saying Peter Piper picked the peck of pickled peppers. So yeah, let's do this. I think I'm like I said, I'm recording this on my Android.
So
So
I'm very analytical too. So like you said like 50-50 split. I was saying or um iPhone you said iPhone owns the likeness, but
well, I don't think that iPhone. So I don't think iPhone gives a shit. Once we,
no, because they
once
put it
we,
out there. We're actually purchasing this if you really want to get deep about it. We're paying for this.
right. So if
Like a
we,
work for hire.
yeah. So if we set up a Instagram, right, and it's solely based on this, and we start doing interviews with people, we can both be partnered on the Instagram page in terms of administering it, and sort of build it from scratch.
I'm all
It's
for it. I
crazy
love it. I love
because
it.
I can bring my audience over just by sort of cross promoting it.
Right.
But it's scary, but okay. I'm just
Like this
saying.
is fun. I'm not scared at all. I'm like, let's do this and let's
No, I was talking about scary in terms of, hey, it took me years to build my Instagram audience. Now I gotta start from the beginning, the bottom. But it's all good. It's all good. I
not
don't care.
really.
Huh?
Not
Yeah.
really. Not if you cross promoting.
Well, the thing is like this. Is like when I get an invite to some new shit, I'm like, fuck out of here. I'm just saying, really, really. I'm not. I'm like, I'm. You doing? I ain't got time for that. That's what I'm saying. I ain't got time for that.
For real.
So
Yeah.
how many
I'm
invites we
feeling
get for
different.
new Facebook pages and this and that and the
Yeah,
third?
it's
I'm like,
like just
nah.
like I delete.
Oh man, I feel really bad that that's my position on it, but like, that's where I'm at in my life right now. I'm trying to fine tune, and this year, in fact, I think I might have mentioned it earlier, but this year, in fact, I'm trying to keep my systems going, but I'm trying to actually also, um, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm trying to also um, drive drive a pick not just my pickup truck, but a box truck. So I'm trying to get a box truck, and with that box truck, I'm trying to make an extra 80 to 100 grand this year as my
Just
retire.
driving it
Mhm.
as a what, or having people rent it out.
That too, but I want to drive it first, get a grip on what all it entails, and then I want to have other trucks with people driving. So I'm really sincere about that, because I'm gonna take the money and totally invest it into everything that I got going on, so I don't need to work no more. Cause I said it, I'll say it again. I want to sit on a beach and write my next hit novel, and and come out come out from the beach when it's time to produce, that type of thing. So that's just where I'm at. Oh, you hear that? That's one of. So I have a this is my bed and breakfast, and there are 6 people here, other than myself, and my assistant is here, and I have another guy, 7, who does my yard work and maintenance and things of that nature, and so anybody could be using that washing machine. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I was getting at. So this is my world, and I set it up so that everything is in one space. So yeah, it's going. I think I told you I built a 9-hole golf course out on the side of the house too. So that also, I'm trying to get that moving, get people to visit. So I've been offering people in Atlanta to come by for free and play, just so I can get looks on the course. Bernadette Stanis came. Thelma from Good Times, she came.
Yeah.
And she played. She just hit the ball. She ain't all about that. But we were doing another project together anyway. But yeah. So now Keith David, my other good superstar friend, I'm gonna have him come by and hit some balls as well. So I'm trying to get people through here just for the looks, and then and then eventually, hopefully, there'll be a waiting list for people to come and play some miniature golf. Have it to themselves, the whole social distancing, and maybe they'll buy some food while they're here. So that's just a side hustle. That's all. So, but in the meantime,
Your main thing is writing.
oh, yeah, that's where I'm trying to get back to. It takes me 2 weeks to write a novel, and I want to get back to that muscle, because once I get back to writing, it's over. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Really, like, I can write a few hundred books to add to my arsenal, and they'll all be different, and I can write sequels to a lot of the books that I have, and yeah, there's a lot to do. So in terms of leaving a legacy behind, that's what I'm talking about. So yep, that's my agenda. And in the meantime, building my personal credit, building my business credit, and we can do this from Paris. Literally, I could be anywhere doing this with you.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. That whole Anthony Bourdain move. That's what I'm trying to do. So
you have like all these people that you know. Why me?
Oh well, you're the low hanging fruit. No, I'm kidding. I'm only kidding. I think the resources that I've met on this platform are very thorough and engaging, and I'm all in. Like, some things, like, I'm all in. So the people that I met, I'm willing to pay into some things. Some folks that have skill sets that can help me in my business, or build my business credit, or build my personal credit, things of that nature. There's some talents out here that I have. There's probably some animators out here that I could work with. Again, films are going to be coming from my books. So films are going to be coming from my books. So I'm excited about that. So I've been engaging on social media for a long time. I was one of the first people that came on to Facebook when it was just college material. I was on MySpace in a big way. I was doing the most with MySpace. Google Video before YouTube, and AOL before that. I've been really rocking this social media since 2003, heavy. And so I know what the next big things are. It's very clear to me. And so this platform has been the most authentic since LinkedIn. And LinkedIn is no longer the authentic space for me. I wrote a piece about LinkedIn, you know, years ago because I saw what was happening. You're gonna let now strippers are on there, and it's ridiculous now.
Really?
It's just now it's becoming another Facebook. It's becoming another Facebook.
It's becoming another Facebook.
They got stories, so you can put stories,
Yeah.
the whole
Twitter
thing.
too.
Well, Twitter I can deal with because the world has accepted Twitter and they're first movers. They're not going anywhere. Facebook is not going anywhere, and Instagram's not going anywhere. And you know, so I'm clear about those platforms, and I'm on the major, like you see, I'm on the major social platforms. So TikTok, I'm not sure how long it'll be here because Vine disappeared real quick.
Yeah.
So, but I'm totally feeling this platform because you sort of have to be vetted in the first place, sort of.
Yep.
And I say sort of because I've been on some rooms and I'm like, okay, this is a little bit gutter.
Yeah.
So now they're already in the club, which means that they can go into other spaces. So I'm enjoying it though, and so yeah, I know a lot of voiceover artists. I know a lot of talented people, but I'm also a first mover type of dude. So there's no way I would be the legend in the making in the world if it wasn't for people who recognize my talent. I was in Starbucks down here in Atlanta, and of course, being resourceful, the management let me sell my books and sign my books in the Starbucks. That wasn't an emoji, that was really me. And I met probably one of the most profound people to walk past my table. My table was set up right near the door. Duh. I'm going to catch him coming in. If I don't, guess what? I'm going to catch him going out. And this guy walked by me. He had a cane. He has a sweatsuit. He says, "What's going on here?" It's like, "These are my novels." "Oh, wow. Can I, let me grab this one." He grabbed the book. He bought the book. And he came back later in a suit and a tie and his own book. And he said, "This is my 16th book. I am Professor Preston King from," you know, he's one from these universities over here. And I looked him up. I was like, "Ooh, shoo." I looked him up. I Googled him. I was like, "Woo, this dude, he's one of the foremost professors of African culture studies." Let me tell you what he said to me. He said, "Man, there's two things that I recognize about myself. And that one of them is I'm a hell of a talent scout."
Wow.
He invited me over his house. And, you know, we had peanuts and wine. And I'm looking on the walls and I'm seeing a library around here. And I'm like, wow, this is surreal. Then he invites me to a gathering at someone's house. It was actually, her name's May Gentry, and this was like the Illuminati down here, the Black Illuminati. Just like I've been invited in. That
was quick.
And I mean, but then when I look back, and then when I tell you I was invited in, Andrea Young was there. Andrew Young's daughter, and there was another Nobel Prize winner, another professor there, Richard Long something, or I don't remember, but he got the Nobel Peace Prize or something. I mean, I was like, wow. And then I wouldn't dare mention my books in that circle. I was in there just enjoying Christmas because it was Christmas party. And it was very few people in there. It was like about a dozen people.
Yeah, small circle.
And
you got into the inner
But somebody says something because Andrea Young said, "Boy, if you don't go get your books, woo, I'm going to the van like the van that I was living in
Wow.
with the futon in it."
That's a powerful testimony. Wow.
And nobody knew, and nobody, I didn't bring it up, but I went, got my books. They bought my books. That little piece of money helped me because I was going through it, waiting on my next publishing check. Left a woman's house because she was tick tick boom. I didn't want to wake up with my dick missing. Like I was homeless for real, for real. Like they say, single. I was homeless. You feel me? And so I didn't care that it was cold in my van and that I was sleeping on a futon and turning the truck on every so on to get some heat. I didn't care. I was alive. You feel me? Lorena Bobbitt. Hashtag Lorena Bobbitt.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
What?
Because you had a crazy one.
Oh, yeah. So, but everything in it, I'm happy about everything in the way it happened because there's no way that I would be doing the things that I'm doing now if it wasn't for that. So I'm not even mad about that stuff. And so, but the point is like I'm down here and I got to meet all these people and everybody's been taking me in. But I realized if I look back in my life, everybody's been taking me in. Russell Simmons took me in. Debbie Allen's husband, Win Winfrey, at the time, God bless him, he's passed, took me in. Don King at one point took me in. I'm in his office. Prince, his management took me in.
Wow.
I was in a hotel room in Philly at the Four Seasons after the concert. They invited me to the concert, gave me 14th row seats. Thank you for not giving me 5th row seats because he'd be spraying for real. Thank you. No, I don't do all that. Invited me to the Four Seasons. Hotel room, I walk up. Billy from the movies on the bed watching TV. Jerome is in there. Sheila E's in there. Some just people just chilling. Like this is what happens after a concert. Okay. Oh, yeah.
What do you think they're supposed to be doing?
And then, and I'm chilling trying to push up on Sheila? Yeah, on Sheila. I don't know what the hell was wrong with me.
Yeah, close to the guys.
But Prince walk in. Okay. And so I'm just saying he's shaking hands and walking around saying hi and just chilling, and then he makes his exit. I'm like, okay. That's how this go.
That's how it goes.
But if I look at my life, name after name, Phyllis Hyman brought me in her dressing room. Shaka Khan brought me in her dressing room. Nancy Wilson brought me in her dressing room. Angela Bofill brought me in her dressing room. John Tarantine. I mean, there's a whole list of people. Rochelle Farrell, Brandy, just goes on, and Brian McKnight goes on and on and on. All these people brought me into their space, or come in my site. Let's talk. You know what I mean? To the point that now I'm 55, I'm starting to do that.
What they did.
Yeah, just by default.
Nice.
There's people that have left envelopes of money in their door for me in a snowstorm. Hey, I'm in the bed right now, but I'm gonna leave $3,000 for you in the door. Just have fun.
That's a blessing.
Just another producer. I'm in his studio. His records have sold Grammy after Grammy after Grammy. I'm in his, and then one day he pulls me aside. Hey, I like your TV show, man. I just want to bless you. Gave me $2,000, just like that. And I'm like, these blessings, they've been coming and coming and coming, and at some point you gotta realize, hey, this is the way this goes. People bless you, and you bless others. And so, I'm not to spite my face if I can, right? But for sure, like I've been really good to people. So yeah, so why not? Why not? Les Brown brought me in his space.
I was just talking to him a few days ago.
Yeah, he lives around the corner. I'm his driver sometimes. It's crazy. He in Georgia. It's just crazy. But this is the world I created, and they keep letting me in the space. The big boys though, not I mean everybody's big or small depending on how you look at yourself. But these are some renowned individuals. So who am I? So to be accepted in that space, or by all these media companies to tell my story. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I realize that I'm anointed and I give it back. So when you ask like, why you? It's just I'm like I recognize your voice, meaning, the power in your voice, and I've honestly been wanting like a kind of a co-host. I didn't think about the emoji until more recently. But really, it's time. Everybody's home, working from the home. There's no excuses at this point. There's no excuses but to shine, For me, I'm, again, waiting for my books to mature into films. I have film deals already. I'm doing negotiations all the time. But at the end of the day, it's going to happen when it happens. But it's going to happen because of me. I realize that. I'm not going to sleep on it. But at the end of the day, I'm just so one of my good friends, Bill Duke, who we have a 3-picture deal. Black Lightning just finished. They just announced that it was over. Okay, so here next. You know what I mean? You.
Did you work on Black Lightning?
No, he did. That's his baby. That's he's working on it. So now.
My son was taking Nakia Dillard's classes.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the actors on Black Lightning.
Oh, okay. So now I'm gonna reach out to Bill and like, what's up? We met up 6 months ago or 8 months ago and reconfirmed our relationship and what we gonna do as partners. What up? Let's go. Let's not talk about it. Let's be about it.
Let's do it.
Cause I got a half a dozen Harlem, Raging Harlems. I got a half a dozen. What did he do? He did Hoodlum. I got a half a dozen deep covers. I got content out the gazumba, and I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? But I also know that it takes resources and financing and partnerships and stuff. So it's not just easier said. It's not that. You really it takes the right. Yeah, it takes and then these media companies that partner with you, they gotta want, like Netflix is it. We know that they're the ones right now. And so at some point back in the past it was HBO. At some point in the past it was like even being seen on cable. It was like one of the 3 networks. That's what I was gonna say. ABC, NBC, CBS. So now it's a different world. Now the platform is really Instagram and the platforms are different. The platforms are different. Revolt is a daggone platform. TED is a platform if you got the right kind of content. So the platform is different today. It's the cell phone. So yeah, man, that's why you. So stop asking such a question.
I just needed to be clear because I'm a questioner.
Bringing no self-doubt up in here.
No, I don't have self-doubt. Not at all.
I'm
like
sure.
I want to know the intentions and
I
the
want to
motives
know.
and the objectives, right?
Yes.
I want to know. I need to, because
I gotta know.
Okay, Joe. People go into things blindly, and
right. No,
they don't. You
there's
know what I'm
no.
saying? They don't ask all the necessary questions to make sure that everybody's clear and everybody's on the same page about what we're endeavoring to do and who's going to be doing what and what we would like the end result to be. And if it comes down to monetizing, which I think it will, because I think it's going to be good. I believe it. I don't know. I can't say for sure like how or why, but
It's gonna come.
I know the God I'm walking with, and my daddy don't leave me destitute. Nothing. I have never wanted for money.
It's so interesting is on that note. Well, two things. I respect that because, yeah, there's a lot of smoke and mirrors out here. What's your ulterior motive for real? You know what I mean? No, there's no. for me, this is it. You know, creating captivating content, the right energy. Ultimately, the right energy.
Absolutely.
Um,
I'm down
I don't
with it.
have no ulterior motive. It's not even about that at all. Um, the other thing is, again, I was telling you everything, everything has been coming to me, and so I follow my heart. I just follow my heart, and it's never steered me wrong. It's
Mhm.
never steered me wrong. I mean, even when I made mistakes, it was good. It was mistakes that, man, I'm glad I made that mistake. You know what I mean? Really.
Right. Right.
So, all right. Somebody wants me to deliver a washing machine. Somebody wants me to deliver a mattress. If it all looks good, I'll be back shortly with a U-Haul. Okay. So, somebody wants to buy a couch. We got to make that money. No money, no honey.
Yeah, time is money, and money is time. Money takes time. Um, okay, this was a good conversation, icebreaker type deal, to kind of talk about what we want to do. But you're a writer. I'm like a technical writer. I'm all about business, technical writing, making sure the policies and procedures are. Administration is my gift.
Okay.
So I'm very, in my mind, very structured. I like setting things up, and I like everybody to be clear. So even if it's
Simple stuff.
a memorandum of understanding of what we're doing, I have no problem drafting that. I just need to make sure I'm clear.
Yeah,
in what we
whatever. It's
discuss.
like I said, I'm all in. I'm that all in dude. You never met anybody like me. I'm so all in. I'm like
No,
a
I
jugger.
haven't. That's
I'm
why
like
I'm
a
like,
jug.
what is this?
I'm a juggernaut. So
I'm looking like, what?
yeah,
What is this?
I really looked at. I
Who
really.
are you?
Yeah, right. Who are you? Like, who trained you?
Where did you come from?
I know. I hear that all the time, and I'm really blessed, and
And what's your last
and
name?
I appreciate that too. I appreciate that too. So yeah, so did you happen to see the ABC World News interview?
No, I
Okay.
need to
Yeah, so
look it
just
up.
go ahead and do that, and they'll give you everything.
ABC World News interview with Aaron. What's your last name?
No, you're gonna
Oh, Relentless.
look up Relentless and ABC World News, and you'll see. Actually, I sent you a link. Didn't I send you a link? Oh no, I didn't send
Is
you.
is that the name on your book?
Relentless is my pen name. It's my
The name. That's
yeah.
what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you'll get that, everything is on there for the world to see. In fact, Amazon. In fact, thank you, appreciate you. In fact, it's also there in the New York Times article about me, as well as so when you Google Relentless, but my press, I got a whole press page on my website. It shows you everything. All the media coverage, all of the different, whether it was video or NPR or magazines or newspapers, it's all there. Everything's consistent too. So it's not, you can't hide from critical stuff like the Times or the Daily News. They gonna get to it. They gonna get to it. So yeah, man. So yeah, I would appreciate you even doing the research. Even if it's gonna be slight research, but I would appreciate that because this way you could. Because one thing that I pride myself with is less smoke and mirrors, more action. That's me. That's me, man. So yeah, you know how to say Merry Christmas in Spanish?
Feliz Navidad.
No, it's Merry Clima.
I was just doing the Spanish class on Clubhouse today, and she was like, "How do you say Merry Christmas?" And I was like, "Feliz Navidad." She was like, "Yeah, that's how you say happy, Merry, Feliz." Because she asked me how I was doing, and I was trying to say happy in Spanish, and
Oh, okay.
she helped me to remember what that was. So,
Yeah, Merry
yeah,
Clima.
I'll shoot you over the address, my mailing address. Because you said you wanted to send the book, and I might as well send you mine. My first poorly written book, but it's out there. It's not no, Nobel You
Right.
know, it was an Amazon bestseller.
Cool.
That's what it looks like. And it's just a basic, it's just basic,
Okay.
but it gets people's attention and it's effective.
Okay. All right.
And you're distracted.
No, I'm just thinking about my day. It's 2:16. I ain't done shit yet.
It went by very quickly.
I ain't even take my herbal supplements yet. I'm still talking. I could have been done that.
I was about to say, you could have got a glass of water or something.
Right. I'm over here. It's Friday, so I'm blessed. Thank God.
Yes.
That's it. Yeah. So we'll talk soon. I'm gonna make sure I lock you in on my phone and under my faves and stuff and let's definitely just take a minute to structure what we're doing and come up with subjects that we could discuss. This is so easy because I've done it over and again, whether I did it on cable TV back in the day or on social social network and on YouTube, whatever. It's so easy to do this thing, but now you're reintroducing me to something important, which is again structure and something like the traditional sort of brick and mortar of arrangements. You go in. Oh, and also expectation. Managing expectations. That's very important because a lot of times we don't do that, and people don't. You assume things, and so if we can take assumption out of it, the mother of all fuck ups, right? And
Yeah, I can't stand assumption. That's why I'm like, we got to get this right in these early conversations.
yeah, so that's where I'm at with it, and
And I need to know what you would like to get out of it, and I'll tell you what I would like to get out of it, and then we can make sure that we have that as a part of our agreement, so that you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
I need to be straight up and straightforward, so I don't feel like, hey, I did all this and I contributed, and I feel like he benefited more than I did, or even vice versa. You benefited, or I benefited more than you did. I want us to both have a mutual.
Yeah, win-win. Cause time is money, yo. Time is money, son. Y'all mean? Y'all mean, Philly?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah,
Yo.
yeah. She's like, he's so crazy. That's so crazy. So yeah, I'm in agreement. I'm in agreement because it's a busy life and you gotta win. Everybody should win, and that's when it's fruitful and that's when it's fruitful and purposeful. I mean, I'm just trying to do nothing moving forward that is not on purpose.
Amen.
Yeah. So we'll talk soon, okay?
All right.
All right. Good talking to you. Have a great Friday.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, guys. I am. Oh, okay. I am still building this site. Look at the page. Oh, you can see it all, right? You can see it. Oh, people have been hitting me left and right. Let me do this. It works well, correct? Yes, it works well. We tested the appliance. We will deliver it, but we will need that Cash App up front. If you have a problem with that, you can certainly come by and pick it up yourself or come and check it yourself. But we're not delivering without payment. Okay, let's do. Then I'm going to copy that message and send it to a couple other people that want. Here it is. Hi, do you still have this? If you do, I'd like to purchase it and see if you may have items to deliver today. Any items delivered? Yes. Yeah. Yes, it works well. We tested the appliance. We will deliver it, but we need that Cash App up front. If you have a problem with that, you can certainly come by and pick it up yourself or come and check it yourself, but we're not delivering without payment. There you go. That goes to number 2. They want the refrigerator, and then we got a couch. Cool. I'll come by in an hour. They should be coming any minute now. Let me tell Pops. Hey, Pops. Somebody's supposed to come by for the couch, all right? Just keep on the lookout, okay? All right. Can you tell me your ETA? So doing that, doing this, doing the page. I really want to get this page done. She said she said go to TikTok, so I'm gonna do TikTok on it. And this page is almost done. I'm showing you, and I'm doing it. So hopefully you can enjoy this. Okay, gold LinkedIn. So let's see, gold TikTok. TikTok. Gold TikTok logo pink. Oh, there it is. 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 All right, so we don't have a gold TikTok. We have a diamond TikTok. That's interesting. There you go. Is it transparent? Nope, it's not transparent. TikTok is doing this though. They're doing this logo with the. Let me see. What about this one? There we go. I like that. Let's do that one. Let's click on that and see if there's others like it. Free. Oh, this one is looking like it's gold. All right, I like that one. Let's log in with my thing. Allow. Let's log in with my thing. 2-factor authentication. Whatever. 257. You should have sent that to my phone, son. Let's go. Message failure. TikTok. Boom. I sold a couple of books while I was doing this live stream today. This is awesome. I gotta go find them. Tom Rath. He wrote a book called Strengths Finder. My profit on that is $21. About $15 because of the cost of the book. That's nice. And what else? Hope in the time of abandonment. The Pillars of the Earth, that went out already. The Carrot Principle. I gotta find that book. That's a $5 profit. So, there's a Dr. Atkins diet. That's $1 profit. So it's gonna be up and down. Let's see, continue. We need the verification code. Resend the code, please. 8257 30. Oh, there it is. 331. Let's get in there. 331 987 98.7. Kiss FM. Boom. There you go. Now we're gonna download this this piece of art. And nice. They got all kinds of colors. I need that. There it is. Where's the TikTok? There it is. Can y'all see this? Of course you can. Save to my downloads. This is awesome that you're even seeing my screen. You're seeing me. We're multitasking. I'm doing cell phone responses thing. Boom. Check my email. All right, we already downloaded this piece, so now let's go ahead and put this in the page. There it is. Oh, this is a transparency. I love it. Then there's my TikTok. Boom. Now we're gonna make sure this is the same size. Right? Boom. And Bring that over here. Boom. And son, let me tell you something. We did something here today. We did something here today. We got all the social media there. And I would like to dim them some. Actually, I would really like to dim them some, but we'll do it. Now we gotta attribute links to these, right? That's next. But guess what? I am going to save this, and I'm going to take a break because it's been a long morning. Let's call this link tree for IG. There you go. And I'm gonna save it. Use suggested name. There it is. And now I'm gonna preview it. Let's preview it. And there it is. How about that, guys? All these icons represent my social media. Then you got me, and then you got my ABC World News interview, and then it ends. So I really don't need these two panels down here, but I think I'm gonna keep them anyway. Excuse me for yawning. I'm gonna go ahead and keep these two panels down there. In fact, maybe I'll put. Should I squeeze the interview between the two panels? I don't know. It's a hard call. It's a hard call. Less is more, bruh. Less is more. I do like this right here. How y'all feel about this? Have you seen the whole page? Is this, you rather this than that? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Lay it down. Spell it out. Oh, excuse me. Been a long night. Talk to me. Lay it down. Spell it out. Okay. Shoot. I had a thought and it escaped me. And it's important I get back to that thought. So I'm gonna have to. Oh, okay. We're almost there. We got all. And there's no one there to raise them. If you did. And all the science I don't understand. It's just my job, 5 days a week. Oh, Rocket Man, Rocket Man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I'm not the man they used to say. Changes you told me. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Alright, got all that done. Let's save it. Let's review it. Oh, I got so much to do. I got so much love to leave for you, my dear Eric Benet. Don't try my greens. Yep, this works. This works. What y'all think? Come on, say something. Say something. Say something. So now that I saved it, I'm going to preview it. What's up, Pops? All right. Okay. Oh, really? What?
Yes, the dryers work.
What's up? Oh, what's the dryers in the back?
One of them in the back, one of them, you know, the
But this-
washing machine that's broke, the twin,
Right. The twin. That's what it was.
the dryer back there.
Right. The dryer's working fine. I know that because he said the washing machine. But I know there's one out here.
Mhm.
It needs a heating element.
The dryer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I have to get that. I'll look it up.
So when
I need the
washer
model.
right there and there.
I need the model for that dryer outside. So I could for the heat, the one that needs the heating element. You could take the same paper. Oh boy. My life, my life, my life, my life in the sunshine. Everybody loves the sunshine. Let's get down in the sunshine. Folks get round in the sunshine. Maybe 30 minutes, but I'm just becoming with the. So somebody's coming to pick up the couch, thank God. Somebody's like, okay, what's the Cash App? There it is. There's the Cash App. Send that money, Sonny. We need to hit that $1,000 today. That's what we're doing. We're already like we're 600 away, and this could make it 500. And then I'm waiting on another few hundred. Oh, another. Oh, it's 1,000. We're almost at 1,000. We are almost there. We are almost there. So God is good. And my stocks have gone up. Love it, love it, love it. What's today looking like? We went up to what's the day on my investments? Stocks went up. Pfizer went up. Tesla's down a slight bit. That's good. That's what we're here for, guys. I am going to say goodbye. I'm going to do some of this and some of that and squeeze some oranges. Appreciate your time. Y'all be good, love, and be loved in return. We'll kick it soon. Peace.